and singing, ooh la la. Ooh la 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 la. Even while I was sleeping, I was waking myself up singing that. Shucks. 5-0, baby. 5-0. Oh, oh. Ah, God. Hey, let's jump right into this. I can't wait to hear from you. Hey, and it seems injuries. Updated from Kyle. Debo Samuel, slight, I guess he got a groin injury. K'Wan Williams, there's something going on with his hand. Richard Sherman, a stinger. And we saw that take place, that wrap on that helmet. I don't know if it was his shoulder, were they talking about? Because it looked like remember, they showed him wrap against the guy's head. But you couldn't see, but his shoulder, maybe they'll straighten out a little later. Stingers usually occur on the shoulder, though, right? Nobody's ever gotten a stinger in their forearm. DJ Jones, hamstring, which reminds me of Richard's presser when he kept yelling out people's names who weren't getting enough attention. DJ Jones is one of them, remember? For people who never say anything about him, maybe because you can't pronounce his name, he's Jaquaski Tart. Jaquaski Tart. We have so many guys that are doing so well. And also DJ Jones. DJ Jones. Hey, this is a full team effort, man. This team is on, everybody's on the same page. And the defense is just broiling, man. Just broiling teams. But they say none of these injuries are too serious. So I'm sure everybody will be available and on their way to Washington for next week's game. Also, injury upstates, of course, Joe Staley targeting. Joe Staley, I thought I had it right. Joe Staley could be back at the end of the month versus Arizona. Good. That'll bring him back just in time for the Panthers as well. What? No. Oh, he could return for the Panthers game a week before. Okay. And Witherspoon, he's out this Sunday at Washington, but he should be back against the Panthers. Good, because that quarterback needs to be taken seriously. Also, Juice, Juice and McGlinchey both likely November returns. And actually, Selleck will be back in a couple of weeks, too. Now, I know what you're saying, but listen, as long as Juice is out, Selleck is actually the best blocking tight end we have. Now, of course, Toilolo does a good job. He was doing a good job before he came to us. And also, Dwelly gets good grades for this past weekend as well. So we're looking good, fam. We're looking good. All right? Let's get right. Hey, D, silence of the lambs. And fam, the thing is, the 49ers versus Rams was the most anticipated game by the Niner Empire since the schedule was revealed in the springtime, wasn't it? We were all talking about circle that date, man. We got to be ready because we already knew what we potentially had. We had Jimmy G back in the fold. We already had, when the schedule came out, we had Nick and we had Dee Ford. It just looked like we were ready to do battle now. An epic battle was expected, but the only thing epic about the contest was the fact the 49ers just steamrolled that offense. That offense was supposed to be good. And granted, they've been diluted. Their offensive line was something that it pretty much predicated what Sean McVay was able to do. They did not even attempt to run a passing game on us, which was very interesting, right? Did you think right from the beginning they weren't even going to try to pass on the 49ers? Smart move on their part, but I did not see that coming. But then they did try to run on us, which was interesting. Jerod Goff, I really, Jerod Goff didn't even attempt to pass on us. A few times he did, and they only did it when they had to on third down situations, but they were going to try to run on us all day, and they did in that first series, and I thought they were going to be successful. I says, who is this guy Henderson? What's this guy Brown? I didn't know he was that good. So they did a little lightweight job on us. They got they ran for over 100 yards on us, and pretty much all the yards they were going to get on that run game was done in that first series. They didn't do anything. 49ers just sat back, and as DeForest Buckner says, that they ran that into the end zone, I took it personally. We had to take it on a personal level. And I think that just woke the 49ers up. Because the Rams had how many days to prepare for that game versus the 49ers on a short week? The 49ers just got, adrenaline rush. Because if they were feeling a little fatigued or tired or anything like that, now, oh, no, you didn't run nothing into the end zone on us. Don't you know this is what we do? Okay, let's go. And the rest, as you know, is history. 49ers shut them down right and left, gave them no avenues to do a damn thing. God, that was. And hey, kudos and shout out to SoCal. You had that place lit. The legendary Colliseum, home of the Rams, had red everywhere. Ooh, good God. That's why I broke out singing. Ooh la la. Hey, and fam, did you notice the conversation toward the 49ers is swinging this week? You're not hearing a lot of disrespect as you did the previous weeks, not the 49ers. And granted, they could say the Rams weren't hardly the Rams that we know and love, but they were still the Rams, and they still started to do, they were interesting for the first few minutes of that game, and probably got discouraged by the fact that it was pretty clear that McVay was right. Don't risk Jerod Goff if you want him for the rest of the season. Had you cut him loose with the typical offense that you run with that offensive line, he'd have been in a can or maybe a jar by the end of that game. And I'm talking about a small jar, packed in tight and sent it home to his mama. The 49ers were ready for that game, and they were coming after Goff. And every time he snapped the ball, whether they were running or not, Goff was under siege. Ah, man. And if you were worried about Daniel Brunskill, you know, right? If you don't, let me inform you about him. We didn't know anything about him and was scared to death, right? Brunskill made his first start as a member of the 49ers in place of Mike McGlinchey, as you know, who will be expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks with a knee injury. The man earned an impressive 82.3 pass grade average and allowed just one, fam. Man allowed one quarterback hurry and 36 blocking snaps. I don't know. You know, as you know, they did put Aaron Donald down there. I don't know, did he start with Brunskill? No, because he started with School because he went and got Jimmy G right off the bat at the beginning of the game. He stayed with School. And in fact, keep this in mind, though. He was on School and probably, I didn't see him with Brunswick. I don't know where he was the whole game, but you figure this way. He got 2 sacks. Brunswick he only allowed 1, maybe because they thought they didn't have enough film on him or something. Brunswick allowed 1, and Aaron never tested him. School allowed only those 2 sacks. That's too many, but it's still, that's School versus the best football player in the NFL, according to most. I'm proud of both our tackles. We weren't able to run like we were supposed to, but then again, the Rams' defense is probably not. Had Juice been there, I'm sure it'd have been a little better, but they stopped Matty B pretty much cold. TC did a pretty good job, but otherwise, it was a contest. So winning this game was not about us bullying him. Well, we did bully him. It wasn't about it being an unfair advantage, as it has been with some of the other teams that have been pretty much placed below the 49ers, and they should be. Now the Rams can be, too. Hey, fam, if you had any questions about that INT, because I'm noticing people are taking a lot of vicious shots at Jimmy G, and I really don't appreciate it. That Marcus Peters pick wasn't so much due to Jimmy's. Well, you know what? It was due to a small degree to Jimmy's choice. Here's the thing. It was not Debo. He was supposed to be running a hitch, but he was supposed to stop that route earlier than he did. He was supposed to stop earlier than he did, so Marcus Peters would also stop his roll, right? But he didn't. Debo went all the way into the end zone. These are things he's got to learn. It's okay. We won the game. And as far as some of these guys learning what they're needing to learn, it's also a good thing because the 49ers defense is so intense right now that we're getting away with a lot of mistakes on offense that are correctable. Remember, it's only 5 weeks, and Jimmy G's only in his 16th start as a professional. We forget about that last time because sometimes he looks so smooth that you just don't realize he's not put a full season in yet. He's just now arriving at 1 full season's worth of games at 16, right? So, am I 16? Has he played 16? I think that's it. I think maybe he just reached his 16th game as a professional. But he's been with Tom Brady and all. But I mean, anyway, about that play. All right. It was meant to be a shot to George Kittle, who's going to do the alley-oop and out. They had the defense they wanted. There was a safety on him that wasn't going to stop George unless he did what he did, which is why Kyle Shanahan was all pissed off over the yell at the officials. The man had a vice grip on Kittle and prevented him from going up to get that ball. And also, as I mentioned, you got Debo doing the wrong thing. Had that not taken place, that might have been a touchdown. So for all the things about, and Jimmy, you know what? You don't have enough time to sit there and think about. The play is designed to go, go, go. There's no time to sit there and examine the play and see what's going on and then come to plan B. Jimmy threw the ball where he was supposed to. Things went the way they would. Jimmy gets credit for an INT, but it wasn't justified. So there you go. I just want to see if anybody didn't know about that. That is what Kyle Shanahan explained in his presser. And over the last 3 weeks, no quarterback has a faster snap to release than Jimmy G. The 49ers D and injuries to offensive line leading to quicker, a shorter, less risky passing game. So the 49ers, this is why you're seeing, because everybody said we need to get ready and get ready for that. Jimmy G's got to step up and get that passing game going. No. That's how you get beat. Forcing a passing game is unnecessary, number one. Number two, the running game is working. Let it work. Because everything's going to be predicated off that run game anyway. If it's running, Kyle Shanahan can also work his magic with the play-action play. And, of course, everything comes into where it should be. Also, you had missed passes yesterday. TC missed a touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, he could have had 300 yards yesterday as well. That was a deep downfield pass to Marquise Goodwin that he dropped. According to Trez came in yesterday pointing something out that I hadn't really paid a lot of attention to, but it could be fact. Jimmy may have dropped that ball short, making Goodwin have to readjust, and maybe he wasn't ready for that. But, of course, he is a pro, and he needs to. If the ball hits him here, there's no way he drops that ball. He did. So there you go. And speaking of the defense, though, Dee Ford earned a 94.9 overall grade yesterday. That's why I posted up today that the 49ers' edge is ridiculous. I mean, you look at the chart, Dee Ford and the rookie sensation are 1-2 in the league with both up around 14, 15. I forgot what I read. He's up there really high. Dee Ford comes in, I think Bosa is 14.8. I think. Dee Ford is 11.8. He's number 2. There's several guys around 11, something. Anyway, they're ranked below our 2 guys, all right? It's no wonder the 49ers defense is looking like it is. Dee Ford earned a 94.9. As I mentioned, overall grade yesterday, he had 2 sacks. We count half sacks as full ones around PFF, apparently, and 3 hurries and 19 pass rushes, as well as forced fumble. See, the 49ers, we got stars all across the defensive line, but one guy who should get some more credit, you seen Solomon Thomas emerge yesterday. I tell you, when these guys start eating, fam, here's something to look forward to. The 49ers are in week 5 of their schedule. The season is already in week 6. If they look like this now, and you figure they're going to continue to evolve, their confidence is going to get higher, they're going to become even more in sync, their time is going to be even more crisp. As far as that defensive line goes, there's no telling what's going to happen with that. Man. And Jimmy Ward. J-Dub Club, stand up. And I imagine we got a lot of people getting on the bus. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a whole fleet of buses here. If Jimmy Ward stays on that field for the next 5 to 6 weeks, we're going to need some more transportation now, aren't we? I told you he could play. It's not about him can't play. He maybe can't stay on the field, but you get Jimmy on that field and oh yeah, look out. We'll see what happens next because Jimmy Ward, man, them back-to-back plays yesterday's and the 49ers taking over was cold. Oh, man. So I can tell you, fam, I want to get your feeling further. Yesterday, we of course, we collected thoughts and things on the game. But, fam, I'm telling you right now, Washington's coming up. And there's people already in caution saying, man, let's stay humble. At some point, there's no need to stay humble. As long as that defense lives and breathes, it doesn't really matter what the offense does. Because you know what? That defense is going to keep the offense on the field all day anyway to give them a chance to get it right. This is why I say about Jimmy G being pretty much early in his career. Late as far as being in the league, but early in his career. The more mistakes Jimmy makes, the sharper he's going to get. And this is what the 49ers knew when they got him. Because you can see the potential is huge. Jimmy's got to do a few things to notice what he did wrong, and he'll grow from it. By next year, this was so bad about last year, him missing all that season. Last year was supposed to be his year to get watered, fertilized, and grow. This year he's going to have to do it. Now, hopefully he can gain a lot of growth between now and the end of the season, but that defense is going to ensure that he does, because that defense ain't playing, y'all. I tell you what, I'm looking at it, and you watch Monday Night Football, I was watching Aaron, and I really enjoy what the Lions are doing. You take away his outlets, and with us, if you're only going to rush 4, which is all we need to do ever, I think we can beat Green Bay, fam. I really do. And by that week, we should be very, very potent on offense. It's going to get better. Don't worry about that. The Lions are dealing with the Packers 19-13. Let me look at those stats here. What's Stafford doing? Stafford's throwing for 258 yards. Rodgers got 182. He's had a couple of missed passes, though. Kind of thought, you know what I saw those guys dropping the passes? That perfect shot to that one receiver, he bobbled it and went. I said, see, Rodgers ain't going to get blamed for that. But when the 49ers receivers drop the ball, Jimmy gets blamed for it. That's got to stop. Jimmy G is not nearly as bad as some people try to project him to be. So that's why I'm going to stand up for him. Hey, Rod Manhammer, let's go Niners. The crowd was chanting, beat L.A., beat L.A. yesterday. It was awesome. Rod's from SoCal. He knows. Jeff Tanson's the Rams loss. It just so happens to be October 14th. Jerod Goff and Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith's birthday today? That's right. I read that the other day. What are the chances? Are you going to sing for them? Yes, I am. Just a little bit, though. For both Jerod Goff and Stephen A. Ahoo la la. Wait a minute. Ahoo la 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 la. You know what? I could never say anything about Jerod Goff. You know why? Jerod Goff never opens his mouth about a dang thing. Have you noticed that? I like him. I'm going to tell you the truth. I really do. He never has a word to say about anything. He looked confused. I felt bad for him yesterday because he had nothing to protect him. But Jerod Goff is not a guy that you're going to get mad at for talking crap. Rod Smith says, can't wait to shut up the Seahawks. Yes, I so agree. Leroy Phillips Jr. Sr., the D-line was assassins. Linebackers, our boys. Secondary ball hawks. SFC, sucker-free city. 49ers. Michael Smith says Nate Burleson acted like he'd been rooting for the Niners. Nate smelled what the 49ers cooking a few weeks ago. Remember that? He'd already gotten off the, I'm going to have to stop talking about the Niners. And even somebody else apologized here. What's that fool from ESPN? Anyway, he's apologized. I saw a direct one right in Twitter. Leroy Phillips Sr., no team can stop Niners defensive line, and Ryan, what's his name? No team can stop Niners defensive line one-on-one. They can't double anybody. If they do, free lanes to the quarterback, and we have deep backups. My opinion, 19-0. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit it. 19-0 means we don't lose another game between now and the Super Bowl, and we win that too. Dolan, what's up? Bob Monner says, we're about to go 6-0. Yeah. I think so. I think we're going to be favored by 7 points. 7 to 8 points is the anticipation. Russo SF49 no longer worried about the Packers. They look suspect. Plus, Shanahan knows everything LaFleur will try to do, just like McVay. Brandon Williams, Niner Empire, Memphis chapter. Oh, geez, up in Ronbo. 5-0. FYT. Yo, team whoever quest for 6 is alive and well. Jack Delmark Jr. What's up? Jack from, I say, there must be a letter missing there. Sometimes I get typos, but Hemet Cali. Niners win over the Rams 5-0. What's up, Jack? Josh says, "What's up? The Niners D is legendary this year." And did you see where it's talking about legendaries? Ronnie Lott tweeted out, "49ers D, I see you." Ooh. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah. Ronbo, can you do Trent Baalke impression? Let me do that. Keep it legend out. Let me run through this real quick. Slick68 says, "What's up? I took my little lad to his first Niners game. We were deep. Oh, good. That's how you get him started." San Frantana, says Chris Sims was saying we the best team in the league. I heard that. And he's the one who thought the Rams was going to stop the 49ers this week, too. Him and Florio. J. Tan, Ryan Clark. "I thought we were pretenders. Now you were saying contenders." From pretenders to contenders. Jake Good, 49. This guy came up to me at the gym today and told me we have the best defense he's ever seen. Whew. You know, I mean, that's saying something about the NFL's had some awesome defenses of all time, too. Everest Hutchinson, "I'm surprised you made it tonight. You was Aussie yesterday." You know, I had to make it no matter how I was talking today. Because the fact of the matter is, I could have built this team in the same way had I been given a little more time. And I had a little better scouting crew, such as they pretty much have now. So I'm not going to say anything other than that and let you give me your piece of mind of what's going on right now. I'm so damn glad you're gone. Oh, God saved us from Trent Baalke. Mark!
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49 fan legend, Ronbo Sports. Hit that like Ronbo 5-0. What's going on, man?
Yes, indeed, Mark. We worked hard for this 5-0 mark. This goes back a couple of years, like George Kittle said. We're not just now arriving at this. This is a work in progress that's coming into fruition. We are picking the fruits of our labor. Mark! Yes!
Ronbo, let's get it started. Let me go ahead and let me get one of them intros. Let me holler at you, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah. And now it's Monday Night Raw. You know how we do. Let me holler at you. Ed, Mark.
Jed York, come on down here, man. Listen, Jed, we've had a lot to say about you over the years, my brother. Not all that good.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you, congratulate you, and tell you thank you. Any point in time you could have tapped Kyle or John on the shoulder and said, "Hey, I want OBJ. Hey, I don't give a shit. I want AB." Or he could have done anything, but he just stayed out the way over these last couple of years, man. He's been low key, low profile. Hey, man, and it's paid off. I just want to thank Jed. Your shout out to Jed, man. That's in that.
Amen. Amen to that. Yes, indeed.
So, Ronbo, man, I'm just excited, bro. That game was fun. Shout out to Jimmy Ward. I never was on or off the bandwagon, but listen, I'm on now.
There you go.
That brother balled out the last two plays, man. Like I said yesterday, he had me jumping around the house with them last two plays. Was it the fourth quarter where he back to back?
Yeah, I believe so, because that's how we closed that game out. Ward with that clutch play at the end. Yep. Had to be fourth.
Man. Another thing, man, the only other beating that I've seen a quarterback take worse than that, Kyle Shanahan was a part of it. He was a part of it. It was when the 49ers was on RG3. Remember that? Where the boy was barely walking off the field?
Oh, they tried to kill him.
Or you felt bad for him? Yeah, that's the only other beating that I think was worse than that on the quarterback that I've seen us put on somebody. And like I said, Kyle was a part of that. So, man, it's just fun to watch this defense go to work.
Mark, you know what? You know another beating the quarterback, 49ers, worst beating. Manning is so tough. Eli Manning, remember that year, last year, when we was waiting for Smith, Aldon Smith to come back. He came back and we went to New York. And Aldon Smith and Aaron Lynch was making sandwiches out of Eli all game long. We had 5 picks that game. I felt sorry for Eli. They was whooping him. But this,
man. So
this was just
the fact that we can have these conversations, man, about that and comparisons, and it's amazing. It's fun, man, and I'm just elated, bro. Me and my father don't even talk that much. We might talk once or twice a year. And I got a phone call from Pops, man, because he's a Niner fan. He's diehard. We in
Yeah.
Arizona, and it's just like, damn, we doing so good. It just sparked a whole 30, 45-minute conversation about everything.
Ooh,
It's just, man, my
that's
uncle
awesome.
called from Kansas City. It's
49ers
just
bringing
fun,
people
man. So
together,
all the family.
families together. Love it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's cool, man. It's fun. I mean, regardless of what happens this season, fellas or ladies, let's enjoy it. Let's have fun. I hope they don't go into are they going to Washington or are they coming here?
They're going to Washington.
Start
Yeah.
going. Yeah. So let's we don't have to stay humble, but you see what happened with. I know we ain't Dallas, but we got to look at that. That's the prime example.
Oh wait, Mark, let me say it. How about them Cowboys? Is Texas boy up in here tonight? Oh, he better not be. Ooh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we just want to let that be I'm happy that it happened right to them because it's an example for us. You can learn off of other people's mistakes. And the last thing, Ronbo, man, we got Kyle Shanahan. You got the Wizards. We in the division of the Wizards, and we took it to. Kyle showed them who the real wizard is, the real Harry Potter. This thing is, and took it to, and then we got Cliff Kingsbury over here stealing our plays. I don't know if you've seen that highlight where the tight end slipped out like we did in week 2 with Goodwin. I didn't appreciate that either.
Is Kingsbury doing that? I saw those highlights. You're right.
Yeah, where the tight end slipped out. The direction's going away. The tight end slipped out. Went
He
the
was
other way,
all by himself.
Kyler Murray threw. Yes, they stole it.
I saw that
sent
play.
it to my car. I'm in Arizona, so I'm paying attention.
Yeah,
They sitting here. Oh, Cliff Kingsbury's putting this thing together. Nah, bro, he's still in play.
Forgot about that. He got no shame.
I had to humble a couple Cardinal friends. They thought I was lying, and I sent them the clip. I said, bro, that was week 2. That's what you're talking about.
And Kingsbury was taking notes. You damn right.
Yeah. So we got the real wizard over here. Is my point. We got the real OG Harry Potter over here, fellas. So I'm just elated, like I said, man. I don't got much, Ronbo. I do want one question for you. When what we gonna do when Witherspoon comes back, man? 'Cause your boy,
I don't know.
what's his name is
That's
playing,
it. We're gonna talk about that later.
Lights out, Ronbo.
Oh, I'm loving me some Mosley. We'll see about that.
Right.
Well, we got a backup. We got depth. All right, Mike. We're gonna go for him. Appreciate you.
All right, Ronbo.
See you later on in the week.
All right, Ronbo. Take care.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. See, that's a great question. Will, $1, 2 or 3, Will. Come on here, fam.
Ronbo, what it do, man?
Will, man. And that last point that Mark just made, remember we said, well, you know what? The 49ers frontline defense, nobody's concerned about that. But what about that secondary? Now, what about that secondary? Ooh. I mean, even if Sherm went down, Will, I'd be a little concerned, but I'll put Spoon over there and Mosley on the other side in a heartbeat and keep right on rolling.
Well, first I want to give a shout out to Mark, man, who just called in, man. Shout out to you, man.
Thanks, man.
I wanna give some praise to Jerod York too, man.
Yeah, wait. Let's do it right.
Thank-
Let's do it right. Wait. And now we continue with Let Me Holler at You.
Jerod York, man, I want to also give a shout out to you, man, for picking the right coach, which is the best play caller in all of football. That was an amazing move that you did. John Lynch, bringing in John Lynch. We all had our doubts about John Lynch, but John Lynch is putting this team together. He's putting the defense into an image of him and the Tampa Bay defense. When he was playing. So that when he was playing with the Tampa Bay Bucks, man, that defense was relentless. They punched you in the mouth every play. So shout out to John Lynch, man, and everybody in personnel, Martin Mayhew, Adam Peters, all them guys, man. They're bringing in the right players, man. They're bringing in the right people, and this is the result that we're getting. We're getting great football players, man. But the offense will get better. More pieces will come later on during the season, and Jimmy G will get better. Jimmy G is playing good football now, and the ceiling is way high for him. So he's going to be great, man. We shouldn't have no worries, man. We have an identity on offense. We run the ball, smash mouth football. We run it. old school, smash you in the mouth with the running game. Then we cut you up off play action, and we put points on you. I mean, we don't have no mercy on the defenses. We will put points on you at will, and we will keep doing it until you don't want no more. So that's how I go, man. But I know the topic tonight is defense, man. Hey, man, big players make big plays in big ball games.
There you go.
Jimmy Ward did that, man. Jimmy Ward had 2 major critical stops during the game when we needed a stop the most. Because you know what could have happened, Ronbo. Rams could have scored, would have been 20 to 14.
Yeah.
You never
all
know.
of a sudden we're nervous.
Onside kick.
We
may fumble it and they get it and they score again and then it's a tie ball game. So we didn't want that to happen. So the defense played lights out, man. Shout out to Jimmy Ward, man. I know I've been chastising you and chastising you.
Cutting up the tires. Cutting up the tires on the Mobile.
Man, I did everything to that bus, man. I vandalized it and everything. But I took it out the tow shop. So
yeah, that's true.
It's back up and running, man. So you're doing a great job. This is why we pay players big money. Dee Ford, Kwan Alexander, these new additions to this 49 defense, man. It's amazing. Dee Ford out there knocking balls out people's hands, out of quarterbacks' hands, man.
How many times this year? We ain't played 5 games. He did that twice.
Right, man. And making sacks, too. Applying pressure, everything. Bringing in Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa, he don't look like a rookie to me, man. This guy look like he's been playing
out there for years. I know.
For years. And DeForest Buckner and Armstead making a big impact. You know, he's finally healthy. You know, he's remaining healthy, which is good. And they applying pressure, man. You seeing these teams running up scores, running up points on different teams, high scoring points. But when they play us, we hold them a single digit scores.
How many times this year?
That tells you, man.
1, 2, twice we've held teams under 10 points.
Twice.
This is why when people are saying this week, 49ers going to win that game probably 30-27. Shh. What? Ain't nobody scoring no 27 points on no Niner defense. And I think that's not going to happen all year, Will. Yeah.
Exactly, man. We holding teams under 20 or less, man. I mean, this defense is straight legit, man. This is better. I'm saying it. This defense is better than the Harbaugh defense we had.
I didn't want to say
the Harbaugh defense was good, but we did get busted in the mouth a few times. But this defense right here ain't getting busted in the mouth as much. We only got busted in the mouth one time, and that was our one series. And that was yesterday.
And there you go.
We fixed it just like that in the next series. So
Will,
it is what it is.
I'm telling you, fam. Will, I'll get in touch with you later on this evening, and I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you shortly. All right, fam.
All right, man.
Go ahead, tell us.
Yeah,
give
man,
us that exit.
Let's just stay humble, man. We got the Redskins coming up. Just remain humble, man. You know, never underestimate. Just come out and play football, get a win, and then focus on the next team. That's all you got to do. So, shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to TNT, my player partner Dre. Trey Trez, Big Show, Russo. Subscribe to Ronbo Sports, Jerry Fresh and Russo SL49. Shout out to fan club, F the Rams, F Rudy. Yeah. They lost Super Bowl, only scored 3 points, and they 3-3, and they're third in the division. They lost to the Tampa Bay Bucks, who we beat 31-17, and they will always and forever be broke. All right, Mama.
Night, Will. All right, we're going to 760. You are in Victorville, California. Come on in here, Victorville. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Ronbo?
Yeah, wait a minute, that voice sounds awfully familiar. Who is this?
Yeah, you know who it is. Ronbo is Dynamite, baby. What's going on?
No, Dynamite. Dynamite.
Listen. This is
Forget
my new number. Forget about it. This is my new number, Ronbo. You got to lock this new number in, all right?
We got you. I got your caller ID automatically locks you in. Hey.
All right, good.
Good to hear from you.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, listen. I need a Ronbo shout right now. Go ahead, Ronbo. I need a Ronbo shout right now.
You need a shout. You get,
baby.
I know. Yes, because we're still rampaging
Yes.
Niner Mike. Yes.
That's right, baby. 5-0. 5-0, Ronbo.
legit
Listen,
5-0 too.
5-0. It just sounds. It's like music to my ears, Ronbo. And listen, it took me a whole friggin' week to recover from that game. I'm telling you, I had no voice the next day. That's why I didn't call in.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm
Understandable.
sorry to everybody, anybody that was expecting a report. I'm sorry for letting you down. Shout out to Niner Faithful. I'm sorry for letting you down. But listen, holy cow, the last 2 weeks have been absolutely amazing, fantastic. And I really, 78 yards, Ronbo. 78. Say it with
That's
me.
it.
78 yards. That's how many passing yards we held the number one pass-ranked offense in the National Football League. 78 yards.
Hey, Niner Mike, you know what? You brought that up. I want to mention something real quick on that. Somebody said, and I heard KNBR, that stat has been readjusted. There is less than that, actually. I got to get back to that. I'll probably get that out later. I saw that and I freaked out. Oh, it wasn't even as bad. It was worse than it was. Oh my God, 48. Yes.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Team is
48 yards now.
Yeah, because apparently I don't know how the
God.
math did it, but I said,
Well, listen, I'm gonna go with the 78-48, whatever. They could have it
bad.
however they want. All I know is this. I've been a 49er fan for over 30 years, Ronbo. And I have not seen a complete team like what we got now.
actually,
All
right.
but maybe once or twice in my lifetime.
with the
And
depth.
what I got to watch the last 2 weeks and Monday in person, and I got a clip, by the way. I got to send it to you. That freaking last sack of Baker.
Yeah.
The last time he gave up the cookies out of his cookie jar over there when Bosa come around from behind and just absolutely annihilated him.
Stripped him
I
out.
got it live. It was right there. I was right there. Oh my God, it was amazing. And I got that. I have to send that in to you.
Please,
But
let me
anyway,
get that.
It was an amazing feeling, and I'm loving to see the faithful out there the way they were in LA.
LA.
It was amazing, and yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited. I think we got a great team, and we're looking more and more like the Patriots, right, Rombo? And we had that talk
I
about
agree.
a week or so ago. I told you, right?
Hey, Niner Mike, tomorrow after this game, because you got to wait until after the game, Monday night game, they're going to put out the rankings tomorrow, right? The power rankings. If they drop the 49ers below some of the teams they had us last week, man, somebody needs to be beaten. I mean, an ass whooping is really needed.
You're right, but Rombo, frig them, Rombo, frig them. Take tell them to take their power rankings
And where to put it.
and stick them where the sun don't shine. Listen, I can care less about their friggin' power rankings. I can care less about the Ryan Clarks in the world. I'm like Richard Sherman on the subject, Rombo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
more of a
continue to make idiots of yourself. Don't change. And when the season ends, we can amplify the fact that you were an idiot. I love it. You're right.
Exactly.
Let's go to Richard Sherman.
Stupid.
Yes.
Sounded stupid then. Sounded stupid then as
now.
you do now.
Yes, indeed.
Right there. There you go. Hey, listen, Rombo, I'm going to let you go and get to the other callers, all
All
right?
right, fam.
And
Appreciate it.
shout out to the Niner Empire, the Niner Faithful. Got love for everybody out there. All you stay safe. I'll talk to you later in the week, Rombo.
Niner Mike, looking forward to it, babe. Talk to you later.
All right, Rombo.
Yeah. And Niner Mike checking in. Glad to hear from him, too. Hey, 469 Forney, Texas. Texas. Come on in, Texas. Always love to hear from Niner fans in Texas. You know how brave you need to be a 49er fan any place in Texas? I mean, if you're surrounded by
Hello?
Hey, what's
Hello?
your name?
Hello?
Hey, hello.
This is Rick.
Rick.
How you doing, sir?
Rick, I'm doing great, man. You know, when you're 5-0, you can be great, even if you got. I could be sitting here with pneumonia. What else? Closed all the pizza shops in my neighborhood. Any number of bad things, it wouldn't matter. No, 49ers are 5-0. Oh!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, first, let me say, I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
You're good.
Dude,
Thanks, Rick.
I'm so excited, man, because the thing about it, even with the drop passes and some of the miscues right now, we still have room for improvement, and we're 5-0. We're still 5-0, and we're going to get better. We're going to get back both our tackles. We're going to get back Killer Witherspoon. We're going to get back our fullback. We're going to smash everybody. At first, I was afraid to say that we're going to go to the Super Bowl and win it all, but I don't care anymore. We're winning it all. We're the best team in the NFC, and that's in the NFL, period.
Yes.
We're the best team in the NFL, period. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm kind of finding myself in between two things. On one hand, I want them to give us our respect. But on the other hand, I'm like, keep doubting us because it keeps fueling our players. We have the best caller in the play caller coach in the entire NFL. I'm just excited, man. This feels like 94 all over again, 89, 88. It doesn't matter. We're back. 49ers are back. 49ers are back. You have no idea. Living in Texas and hearing all this terrible crap.
I was just telling people, you're surrounded by the Dallas Cowboy fans and the Houston Texans fans, and then you go be a 49er fan? I'm proud of you.
I'm so happy, man. It's Niner Empire for life. I bleed red and gold. I appreciate everything you do. Shout out to the entire Niner Empire. Keep being faithful. Team, we're about to ride this out to another Super Bowl, quest for 6, and then a dynasty coming on from it. You all have a great rest of your night, man.
Thanks, Rick. I'm glad you checked in. Looking forward to hearing from you as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Be back later on this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rick. Let's go check out James. Come on in here, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, you know, stopping quarterbacks got him scared. The next quarterback I see look like Jerod Goff, I got to keep some still shots. I'm going to freeze it up just to show what the devastation and carnage does to a man. Woo, he was looking scared. Tripping and falling over his own feet. Ronnie Blair got a free sack. As soon as he laid down on the ground, Ronnie, well, I'm going to protect you. I ain't going to let nobody hit you. I'm going to go ahead and touch you now. All right, you done. Woo, James, what's up?
Hey, Ronbo. Once again, glad to see you. Thank you for what you do for the Empire, for the whole Niner Empire, the faithful, and everybody. And it's just a great time right now. I mean, they winning like this, got you sleeping like you're sleeping on a platform full of little soft feathers. It feels so good.
Roses,
and I
like
mean,
Eddie Murphy coming back to America.
But right, I'm gonna say this much: getting right to the grind, because I know you got a lot of callers. I'm gonna tell you, last night I think I got it wrong. I think I said 52 yards passing. I think,
which
is what though? I'm not sure if the overall amount was 78, because they keep saying 78 on the game stats. Now, I do know one thing for sure: whether it was 78 or 52, I have never seen. I said this in the beginning of the season about. I think this defense could actually interfere with some statistics of great defenses. Yesterday, they held the Rams. They were 0-9 on third down for conversions, and they were 0-4 on fourth down for conversions. Okay, I have never in all the years. Okay, and I just turned in my late 50s. I'm 57. I ain't afraid to say it.
Congratulations.
I live in this long, and I hope I see many more.
Yeah,
but at the same time, here it is. I've never seen a football team where a coach wouldn't allow his quarterback to throw the ball, man.
That's right. That's right. I kept thinking the same thing.
He was over there with the hand over the mouth talking to Jerod, like, look here, Jerod. We're going to need you for the whole season and years going forward. If you roll out and make one mistake, I think they're going to snap you like you do a Slim Jim or something. Don't do it. Just stay in the pocket. Kneel down, take the sack. You can even give them the ball a time or two. Just make sure your head and stuff's out the way because they coming. And I mean, I've watched the 80s defenses, the 90s defenses that we had when Dion played. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you no lie. They were an eye catch. They were just that good. 9 Pro Bowlers we had 9 players go to the Pro Bowl from our team in 94. And the thing about it, right now, this defense, what I seen yesterday, listen, it's like closing my eyes watching a very beautiful movie. The Rams come out, run the ball on a good opening drive, looking like they were ready to really make us play football. And the rest of the game, I don't know whether the helmet mics weren't working or what. No, let me stop all that super comical. I'm just putting it out there. I have said it, and I do believe this team is poised. They're ready for anybody in the NFL, the MCL, the JJTL, the 22PL, any league that's out there that'll play 11 guys playing football. Okay, and you know who we want. Let's come on, Empire. Y'all stop sidebar talking about it. Student against the teacher. Okay, and the student against the teacher. But when it comes to the coaching, glorified 6-time Super Bowl champion coach that knows what this young student coach, he played in that Super Bowl in Atlanta 4 years ago, had it not been for Dan Quinn wanting to go into another defense, they would have lost that game. He didn't have an answer for Kyle Shanahan's offense back then in that Super Bowl. But yeah, man, they're as well as I said, interfering with that statistic, 4 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, just suck the will right out of them, like you not tying up a balloon and kids jumping for it too much. You just let it go. Noise. Yeah, listen. I mean, and we're into week 6 already. We're already in the week 6 because we had an early bye. We're going into week 7 next week, this Sunday against the Redskins. And Case Keenum is one of them guys under 6 feet. And I've said it all along about those 2 bigs in the middle.
Ruining everything.
Armstead and Buckner. Okay? It's hard to throw off of those guys when they get to jumping and moving and pushing linemen back into quarterbacks. It's a recipe for
100 miles an hour. James, we got to pull up good stuff.
No problem,
as usual.
Yes, sir, man. And glad to talk about it. We're doing well. We're poised. And Niner Empire, Niner for life. I look at it like this here. We still got 13 more games of football to play. Have a good night. Thank you once again. Be blessed. And have a good one, man.
Thanks, James. All right, fam. Look for you later in the week. All right.
All right, man.
Oh, God. That's so funny. Every time I think about Jerod Goff and that, think about this for a minute, fam. On the chat, if you, how many Pro Bowlers do you think are going to make it this year? Because you already know, more than likely, Nick Bosa makes a Pro Bowl in his first year. More than likely. Dee Ford is probably going with him. DeForest Buckner, they seem to not. Let's see what he looks like in another few weeks. He should be there. You could have as many as 3. If Eric Armstead continues on the tear he's on, he could be a 4th one. We'll see. So, hey, Rev.
Ronbo. So before we get started, because it's Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
The Nature Boy is in the building.
Oh, God.
Ronbo.
Let's
jump into it, shall we?
I think we should.
Let's jump into it. Shout out to the man Ronbo. Shout out to my family worldwide, repping that beautiful red and gold 24/7, 365. Family, family, family. Where do I begin? Well, if you guys know about Red 49 Hit, every time I call, I speak the gospel about our 49ers. I speak that truth. And I've said it all along, defense wins championship. And that's being just enlightened that. Just hold on to it. We sent the message. We sent the message of we're not afraid. We're not scared. Like Uncle Sherm said, be humble. Yes, be humble.
That's right.
Talk about us, give us the hate, say that we're nobody, say we don't have talent. We've been hearing it. We had one analyst say we're going to go 3-13. I'm pretty sure humble pie is getting real tiresome to him because, he's been eating it for a while.
2-3 weeks.
The fat lady, we don't even know who she is because we just keep feeding her, so she ain't singing, not a bit. All these other people, Niners can't do this, Niners can't do that. Listen, it don't matter who we play on the schedule. We can't help that. We just go out and execute and do what we need to do. What we did to the Rams, which, by the way, the Los Angeles Lamb Chops, you embarrassed the NFC as a conference in the Super Bowl by scoring only 3 points, like my big brother Will said. But we came at you with vengeance. Hell, you might as well say that was a home game for us. you might as well say that was a home game for us.
How embarrassing.
Not only, and listen, and not only did they do the jerk move and made us wear our home jerseys on an away game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, you know what?
Right.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Because it was a home game for us. Because when I watched that game, I saw nothing but beautiful sea of red all over that L.A. Colliseum. So with that being said, I can't praise this team enough. Family, we've been in the dark years for so long. We've been hurt, injuries. We've been up and down. Some of us been screaming, Harbaugh, bring them back, reminiscing about those years. And we focused on now. We're focused on now. And right now, we are sending a statement to the league. We don't care who you are. Now, I will be at the Redskins game on Sunday. I'm sorry, Washington Redskins fans. Y'all know me. Pain and punishment is coming. It's coming. Whether you like it or not, pain and punishment is coming. This team is poised, focused, and driven. Period. Ronbo, can I get an amen? Can I get
Amen.
Oh, and by the way, my birthday was on Friday.
Uh-oh.
So,
all right.
Yeah, Red was getting up there in age.
we got to sing about it though. Well, after you make another point because we're almost out of time.
But I got a great birthday gift with this win against the Rams. Family, just stay poised, stay humble. We got this focus in mind. We just have a focus in mind, and that's what this team is about. Our team has shown what hard work and dedication pays off. And right now we're 5-0. Let the haters hate. Keep adding more logs to this fire because we coming at your neck. Hashtag it. We coming at your neck. Ronbo, I ain't gonna hold you up, but listen, family, keep repping it. Listen, win, lose, or draw, this team is poised and we're focused. We are focused. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. Rep those colors. We are doing so. It feels so good to be 5-0. We earned to be 5-0. We earned this. Won't nothing given. We took it. We coming at your neck. 49 and faithful. That's how we do this. Ronbo, I thank you. I love you. Can I get a send off? Can the Rev get a send off? That's all I ask.
You sure can, but you got to get more than that, Rev. So hold tight right there. Happy Niners birthday. to the Rev. Happy Niners birthday to the Rev. Happy Niners birthday to the Rev. Rev, happy birthday.
I appreciate it. Family, be safe, be cool, Ronbo. We thank you. We love you. Niners for life.
Thanks,
Niner
Rev.
faithful. This is how we doing it. We represent. We earn 5-0, baby. I'll holler at y'all. Jeez.
Rev, talk to you later. Oh, man. Hey, Dion. Do Dion. D.
What's going on?
D. Sup?
Woo. I'm gonna have
D,
to
how
go
does,
ahead
how
and do
does,
my
it, how does
best.
it feel to be 5-0, D?
I'm gonna have to do my best Cat Williams impression. Hold up, wait a minute, let me put some wind in there.
Hey, Dion, one real quick question, though. Were you one of the people that said we was going to go 5-0 or 6-0 or anything like that? Way back in the weeks before the season when we were making predictions? You knew it, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I knew it. Ronbo,
Wow.
I'm gonna say happy belated birthday to you, Rev. I don't know you, but happy belated birthday to you, Rev.
Yeah.
Ronbo, I'm gonna need you to bring me in. I gotta holler at some folks.
You got to do that? Oh, it's Monday night. It's appropriate. And now we continue in true Monday Night Raw fashion with Let Me Holler at You.
This goes out to all, and I mean all of you commentators out there.
Oh, yes.
There's a little thing that we have out here in this world called the power rankings. So, because of these power rankings, people look at those and say these are the best teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the 49ers can barely crack the top 5 in these power rankings, but
Which is bull.
I have evidence to present to the court of the 49ers nation tonight.
Empire.
The Patriots have faced teams with a combined record of 10-24. 10-24. They get praise. They get love. Tom Brady's great. Bill Belichick's greatest coach that ever lived. Blah, 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 blah. But the 49ers face just about the same competition. But we get no love. We don't get put on top. We don't get anything. All we get is we don't know who they are. Tom Brady looks like a shell of himself. That defense is holding them down.
Yes.
They don't do what we do. We go out there, we whoop ass, and we take names.
Mm-hmm.
So to all of you making these power rankings, I submit here tonight with the evidence that I have presented, that simply, that we deserve to be number one over all teams. Because you know what?
Here.
There is no one greater than the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
I rest my damn case.
And you should. Because the thing is, if they go by stats and things, performance.
And analytics.
Yes, if you go by performance, the 49ers should not be ranked. If anything, if you insist on the Patriots being number one, then you make the 49ers 1A or 1B.
1A. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Ronbo, I mean, this. And see, for me, man, that's what I do. I take a look at the analytics, and I look at everything, and I say to myself, the Patriots ain't played nobody, so why are they getting all this praise? Oh, because they're the Patriots? They barely won that damn Super Bowl. That's just because the Rams didn't exist and Todd Gurley was hurt. Had it been a different situation, maybe the Rams could have done something, but they didn't do anything yesterday because we broke them off, and we about to go to Washington.
And Dion, take it a step forward. Dion, take it a step forward, because I said if the Rams wouldn't have been cheated into that Super Bowl and they sent the Patriots, we may not even be talking about the Patriots talk about no sixth ring. Shh, man.
No. The beauty of this is, Ronbo, is that we have a chance to be 8-0.
I know.
I'm telling you right now, I looked at our schedule coming up. You know, the only person I'm worried about on our schedule, and mind you, I said person, not team, person, and that is Christian McCaffrey.
I know. You and me both, the Panthers.
I'm worried about. Now,
I know.
I understand that, we have a very stout running defense, but that is a bad bad dude. I'm just telling you, Christian McCaffrey is somebody to pay close attention to
I agree.
because he could be our first 100-yard rusher that we allow this year.
I tell you.
That little dude get in a crease and he's gone.
He's gone, man.
He's not as fast, but he's almost as fast as Matt Breida.
He's got quickness.
He's quick.
He's juke you.
And I
He'd be
mean, all
butt
we
naked
got to
standing
do
there
is
trying to
contain
tackle
him.
him.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with him. But I'm telling you, this next game, Ronbo, this is a cakewalk, man. We finna go in there and beat up on old Case Keenum. You know, I respect AP for what he's done throughout his career, but, he ain't the same AP that he was before. Yeah. And it's very simple, baby. Like, we going to go out there and get these Redskins and punch them in the mouth. It's going to be an easy W, and it's going to be another situation where we going to be out there and we going to be winning, and everybody going to be looking at us going, oh, well, they just played the Redskins.
Ain't going to get no love. I know it.
It's like we all have been saying, all the callers have been saying the same thing, and I know we recognize this in Niner Nation. We don't pick our schedule. We just play who's there. What can we do about that? Look, all these commentators and pundits, if y'all want to get mad, y'all get mad at the people who made the schedule. Don't come talking to us and be mad at us because we're winning the games that they gave us. We didn't go out there and say give us crappy competition. They gave us the schedule. We said we're going to go out there and whoop their ass.
Yeah, we got to pull up. But listen, Dad, here's the thing. If we lose to Washington, it'll be all over us, okay? They'll be over they will beat the 49ers to death. Well, the 49ers seem to have come back down to earth and all that rot, you know?
Yeah. So, they needed to come back down to earth. Oh, we knew they were nothing. Rah, 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 rah. Yeah, right. Anybody can get beaten on any given day, but we're going to remain humble. And we're going to go out there and serve our defense going to serve up a nice helping of beatdown. To Case Keenum, Ronbo, I love you, brother. Thanks you for what you do. Y'all already know how it works. And I'm out, baby. Once again, hold up. Wait a minute. Let us put some weight in it, baby. All right, Ronbo.
Bam, hit Dion up. If you see him on the chat, get over to his page. He's got great content going on. All right? Click it. All right, D. Have a good night, fam.
All right, Ronbo. Bye.
Dre. Dre.
What's good, bro?
Dre, you know what's funny? Because you can relate to this pain. I've been talking bad about Marcus Peters for like how long? And you know, if I think about it, Marcus Peters came up, I got beat up by a couple of dudes on Twitter. Hey, Ronbo, you talking all that mess about Marcus Peters and how y'all go do him. Debo Samuel go wear him out. Dude came away with an INT, didn't he? And, you know, here's the thing. See, Marcus, we're going to see him again this year.
Man, that was a garbage time INT, bro. It was a toss-up. Come on, bro. It wasn't him breaking on the ball. It wasn't at a critical time, bro. Like, I'm not worried about that.
And you heard about how that messed up, right? If the man wouldn't have been wrestling George Kittle down to the ground, and Debo would have stopped that hitch route a little earlier.
That's why Jimmy threw it. That's why Jimmy threw it. He said he thought it was going to be a free play because George couldn't even extend or jump off the ground to go get the ball because the dude was draped on top of him. So
and the ref didn't say nothing.
Play. All quarterbacks do that. No, they didn't say nothing, man. They called a bullshit penalty. You know what I mean? Just like the refs did in this Packers game and just screwed the Lions. You know what I mean? So, man, we're not even gonna talk about that. We just see Green Bay when we see Green Bay. But yeah, man, this week was an amazing week. I just need Debo to start catching them balls, man. I'm kind of worried about him. This is 3 games in a row where he's dropped, big balls.
I know. He's a rookie.
He's dropped, and these are catches for 20, 25 yards or more. You know what I mean? So I want to see him start catching those balls, man. We need those to be caught, because it not only affects. Yeah, it not only affects the confidence of the fans in him, but it affects Jimmy G's stats. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? When you get your hands on the ball and you're wide open like that, bro, you have to catch the ball. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm worried about. But otherwise, man, the defense is playing lights out. Kyle Shanahan is constantly figuring out how to win games with major injuries. I think that's the most impressive for me, even more than the defense. When you got, your swing tackle, your left tackle, your offensive weapon who basically makes your offense go round, and, a starting cornerback, man, and you just continually to fill those spots and rearrange things and still, be able to get first downs and drive the ball. It's amazing, bro. I haven't seen much coaches do that besides for Doug Peterson did it the year that the Eagles went to the Super Bowl and, the Patriots. That's the only coaches that I've seen being able to do that, man. Kyle's doing an awesome job,
And
and I'm
and he
happy that
filled in the OW. You know what, Dwelly? What I like about Dwelly, next week he'll have a little less hardcore company. He's going to be good in a couple of games. Watch and see. See,
right,
starting
yeah,
against the
yeah,
Rams was not
yeah,
cool, but next week can get better
yeah,
training in.
yeah, man. And going up against Aaron Donald, and Dante
Oh,
Flowers, I mean, it's
man,
probably the best, it's going
training
to
you
get
can
over
get.
over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, yeah. The Redskins, they have Montez Sweat,
Mm,
they have Kerrigan, and they have what's the boy from Alabama, Josh Allen. So
true.
this is going to be another good
Josh.
test. This is going to be another good test this
Oh,
week.
that's right. He made a great play in that
Yeah,
game. I was watching that. But see, them dudes are
yeah.
not as good as they are. They're not Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is
No,
is
no, 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 no,
he's an alien. That
no.
man is.
Right,
That is not a human.
right.
Boy, good God,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
scary.
and he was still a non-factor, But when you look at his
Pretty
stats,
much.
he had 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. You know what I mean? And what was it? 3 quarterback hurries. So I
Yeah.
mean, just that in itself, like he played a damn good game. But overall, those are 3 pretty good down defensive linemen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh,
So
yeah.
no, I'm not really worried about the Redskins. Neither the Panthers. The Panthers, they've been allowing 143 yards on the ground, rushing yards this year. They're ranked
McCaffrey.
22nd in the league.
Oh.
Yeah. So no, I'm talking about their defense is allowing
Oh, the
143
Panthers.
yards rushing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about McCaffrey, bro. He had 22
Yeah.
carries for 33 yards this week. He had 22 carries for 33 yards,
Oh, they
Ronbo.
shut him down.
22. He had 22 carries for 33 yards, and then his touchdown came on a screen pass, bro, where he broke like 4 tackles. Matter of fact, it wasn't even broken tackles. They just missed the tackles. You know what I mean? If you wrap McCaffrey up in the open field, you know what I mean, and let people, long enough to let another guy get there and take him down, I mean, that's it. So
And we're
you
talking
got to
about the
wrap
hot
him up. You
boys
got to make
anyway. So that's a
yeah,
different
bro.
beast. So we can do them.
I'm not worried about. What I'm saying, they're playing the South, bro. Like that's one of the weakest divisions in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I'm not really worried about them boys. You know what I mean? I'm not really worried about them boys, man. Let's go in Washington. Let some guys who haven't really got on the field get on the field, get some experience, rotate, keep guys fresh. And then going to week 7, you know what I'm saying, ready for the Panthers, because that's going to be another statement game that we can make. They're 4-2 right now. Everybody's on Christian McCaffrey's nuts, but he hasn't played against a defense like ours. So that's going to be another statement game for us, and it's going to be at home. So let's get ready to go handle what we got to handle with the Skins, and then get ready for the Panthers, man. And hopefully we'll be able to get Big Joe back. You know what I mean? I think they said there's a possibility he can come back for the Panthers game.
He could.
I wouldn't be,
but no need though. Let Joe rest another week.
No, right. Let him rest another week. You know what I mean? Let him rest another week. Yeah,
because I like these 2 kids training, man. They keep it up. Let them train. Keep Joe fresh for the stretch. Yeah.
Most definitely, yeah. I would like to have Juice back though for Kuechly and the Panthers though.
Now. I want him right now.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see, man. But shout out to the TNT family. Trey Trash, Big Show, Jerry Fresh. Russo, my player partner Will, man. Shay Lewis, all the guys, man. Let's go into another week and get another W.
All right. Good stuff, Drake.
All right,
as always. All right, fam. See you later in the week.
All right. Sure.
Hey, Lewis.
Ronbo.
Lewis. Bam. Lewis, man, every time George Kittle, if you had to come up with the face of the team right now, it would really be tough, wouldn't it? You look at DeForest Buckner, you look at Dee Ford, you look at Nick, you look at Jimmy, and Jimmy would be because he is the quarterback. But we got so many standout personalities now, because they be killing
Right,
me.
Ronbo. And like I said, even though Nick the Hate Burleson, he finally came around and finally jumped on the bandwagon. But he said it best though. If it's the smartest thing he said in a long time, or it's the smartest thing since his broadcasting career, whatever you want to call it, he said it best. He says the 49ers may not have the best player in the division because Russell Wilson's looking like the best player in our division, but we have the best team. And what he means by that, and what he clarified later, was we have the best team. So that means if like literally, Russell Wilson has not thrown an interception in each of those games, and each of those games have been a close game. Ronbo, if he has thrown an interception in any of those games, that could be a 3 to 4 point swing. Literally, Seattle wouldn't be 5-1 right now. They could possibly be 3-2 right now.
True.
If or 3-3 right now if Russell Wilson had made a mistake. So Russell Wilson has to literally play perfect every Sunday just for them to even have a chance to win these games.
Mm-hmm.
These games aren't blowouts, Ronbo. We're looking at them. They're by 2s, 3s, 2s, 1s. It's close games.
And Lewis, and just like they asked during that program, how many times can Russell Wilson pull a rabbit out of his hat in the closing minutes of the fourth quarter?
See, Ronbo, you watch the same one. You watch the same one. Exactly. How many times is he going to keep doing it? Ronbo, he can do it. I think he can do it up to 10 times, which will get him enough to make the playoffs. But he's not going to be able to do it, every single game. There's going to be losses where he's going to have a bad game, and that's just how it happens. But like Nate Burleson said, right, Ronbo, if Dee Ford's not getting pressure, well, then who can you rely on? DeForest Buckner, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead. It's the same thing. If Sherman's getting targeted a little bit, well, who can you rely on? Jaquavius Tartt might come out of coverage, play a little bit of, play the flat real quick. Maybe might make a play. Quan Williams, might one of the best slot quarterbacks looking like in the league. He has 3 interceptions, playing great. You know what I mean? Can make a play. You know what I mean? So it's the reason why the Niners are so good right now, and I do believe we are genuinely the best in the NFC right now, and possibly in the NFL, because I'm circling games that are statement games. Like, my brother TNT Dre just said not too long ago. We want to play the Panthers. We want to see what we look like against Seattle. I feel like it's going to be a throttle to Seattle. I mean, the teams they're facing, they're barely winning, and we're blowing them out. Like, they let the Browns put up 28 points. We held Baker Mayfield to a QB rating of 1.1. Ronbo.
And three puny points. I know. It's such a difference.
And 3 puny points. It's such a difference, Ronbo. It's such a huge difference. But like I said, we're a team, and we play for each other. We fight for each other, and I think that's the difference. If Mozart's not running good, then Breida will pick it up. If Breida's not running good, Tevin Coleman will pick it up.
Like this past weekend, TC took over, didn't he?
Right, absolutely. TC took over, right. Matt Breida was gashing him, but, I think they decided to ride the hot hand. And, every time Matt Breida, he tried to make another explosive play, but TC was just a little, he was a little bit hotter, and, they decided to ride the hot hand. But again, they feed off each other, Ronbo. And that's what I think that people are not understanding is the brotherly, bond in the locker room right now is something. Winning makes any team happier. But I think that the Niners and what Sherman has been talking about, with everybody calling us pretenders, all the broadcasters doubting us, stick to your picks. And I agree with that, because only the 49er faithful, my fans, my fellow 49er faithful that call in, everybody that calls and gives their opinions, only us, Ronbo, you, yourself, only we believe who we could be. And now we're putting it into fruition, and people are actually seeing, this team is actually real. And it is. And it's because everybody who believes, like, I don't understand how people think that, with the team that John Lynch put together, how a team can consistently be bad. They don't understand. We lost Jimmy Garoppolo literally week 3 last year. How do you win with a starting quarterback? A lot of teams would have been in a team job just like us. So I don't know, I just want to, commend all my 49er faithful, everybody that calls in, my TNT family as well, that we're the only ones that believe in this team. And now we're reaping what we sowed, because now, look, we're 5-0. We have the best team in the NFC. We literally, the defense is phenomenal. The offense is getting it done. Probably couldn't ask for anything better right now. It would go. And the Packers look like they struggled too. I mean, Lions. I know the Lions are good, but beating the Lions off a field goal off of 2 bad penalties.
That's what I'm hearing. It just makes me sick to know that happened. God.
Yeah, they called Lawson face mask twice when he was holding the shoulder pads. He wasn't even. So they pretty much gifted the Packers that, because they gave him a first down, and they gave him the game-winning drive because they called their last time out, and he caught the penalty, which gave him an automatic first down. So
and the thing is, that penalty early in the game when the dude didn't get off the field, that's all good, refs. Sometimes you can let that go, especially if the guy had nothing to do with the play.
Exactly.
Come back and get a touchdown.
Exactly, Ronbo.
Sick.
It's sick. It's like, what I'm saying? So, but so far the refs have been on. Well, refs haven't been on our side. We were just not making mistakes. The last 2 games, we actually cleaned up all the sloppy errors. We're not seeing so many much penalties. So I got to commend Kyle Shanahan on that. Not only being a great coordinator, but being a great coach, Ronbo. Actually coaching these guys up, fixing the mistakes that he had in prior weeks, and keeping the ball rolling, Ronbo. I haven't seen too many false starts. Haven't seen too many holding calls. We're looking good.
That's how you do it. Lewis, we got to go. And I tell you what, I appreciate you know this. I'm going to see you later in the week. All right?
Absolutely, Ronbo. Shout out to my TT brothers, Bill Dre, Trez, Big Show, Russo, Jerry Fresh. Check out their videos. Ronbo, I'll be looking forward to the one-on-one interview for the Panthers game. I'll be there. Right. We are going to stop McCaffrey and stop the Panthers. But, Ronbo, thank you again, brother. God bless. Thanks for all that you do. And you have a good night, sir.
Thanks, Lewis. Talk to you later, fam. All right. And we go quickly to Phil. Phil, come on in.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil.
How you doing today?
We started a celebration yesterday. This is that celebration that goes on. It's like the 49ers. Robert Sale says, well, we'll enjoy this for a day or so, and then we'll get back to work. But we're still enjoying it, Phil, and we get to enjoy it until next week. But, Phil, what are assessments today after sleeping on this?
The good news is no serious injuries, right?
Yes.
So,
yes.
We'll be good for Washington. I don't see us losing to Washington. And, you know, Phil, I had the Niners having 2 losses by now.
One question, though, Phil, about George Kittle and his groin injury. Did it look like George Kittle was injured? I forgot to ask you about that yesterday. I'm amazed at him.
But they did hold him out the last
few
minutes of the game because of his
that long?
His groin.
Okay, so it did start to hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
God.
But, you know, George is a stud. He's going to play.
Because I've had a pulled groin before, and I don't know how. I thought they were lying because George was moving and dragging people around. This guy, I thought George at one point, he was getting so crazy out there, I thought he was going to stop and drop kick somebody after a play. Guy's insane. I love it. But go ahead, Phil.
Yeah. So anyway, I think, you know, if we get Joe back for the Carolina game, I think it's going to be downhill from there because, you know, then Arizona game we get McGlinchey and Juice back, and just in time for the next week we play Seattle here, and you know, we could be 10-0 before you know it.
Can you
imagine? with the games we have, and then we'd be that way before the Green Bay game, which is here.
Health.
So yeah, I'm thinking 13-3 now.
Because we got Jimmy G.
2 losses. But yeah, the Saints are still going to be tough in New Orleans, and
always.
You know, Seattle
will be back.
Is over.
Yeah.
But I don't see us losing to the Rams here. I just don't.
No, they're done. And they're done for this year, Phil. There's nothing they can do about that offensive line.
I hope the Ravens give the Seahawks a little trouble this week. So
can't do it. They can't do it. Oh, you never know. I mean, are they playing in Seattle or are they playing in Baltimore?
Yeah, it's in Seattle.
Oh no, they're just not that good.
Yeah, we play the Ravens in Baltimore, but they play them here. But you know, I just you know, I look at our defense; it's solid. You know, I'm thinking now. I'm changing my tune on Armstead. I think we should franchise tag him for next year and just keep him. You know.
I agree.
You know, I'm thinking that's the way. We've got enough money to do it. You know, for a 1-year deal, but you know, I'm thinking we need to keep that guy on the squad. The other thing is Trent Taylor's going to be eligible to come off IR
in 2 weeks
after this next week. Yeah.
So
I'm just wondering, is Kyle going to take Trent Taylor back because Debo's been dropping balls and Trent rarely drops balls.
And
him and Garoppolo have a good rapport. Trent Taylor.
He was the best in camp. This is why I feel when people start getting on Jimmy G, I say, "Oh, come on! Hey, how many points we leave on the table every week? We drop a minimum of 2 TDs a week. Start getting on Jimmy
dropped
G.
that pass. We had the Tevin Coleman pass. Jimmy should have passed a little better than on that one. But
well, you know what? He
and
wasn't
then we had
going.
The
That wasn't a Debo pass.
Marquise drop one wide open.
I mean, really? I mean, oh, Keys.
Right in his arms.
Oh.
Those he has to catch. There was nobody around him. And, oh, that was a killer. But, if they could help Jimmy G out every once in a while, come on, guys.
We wouldn't be having those conversations about, I don't know about Jimmy G, man. You guys stop hyping that dude. What? I got this law. I've always find somebody to argue with. I try to just keep moving. He's talking nonsense. But I get that. I said, man, you know what? First of all, understand the game, okay? And the quarterback cannot throw the ball and catch it. God, it's so annoying. So,
yeah, I think we missed Juice more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Brumskill played well, School played well, but it's really Juice that makes the running back get through the hole untouched
because he's going to make that key block. Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's where we really were missing against the Rams, and that's why we didn't run the ball as well as we normally do.
Hey, 4 to 6.
We get him back.
We're 4 to 6 for him too.
Yes,
he'll be back.
So he should be back before the Seattle game.
Yeah, he'll be back in 5.
Along with McGlinchey.
Yeah.
And I think Staley, a fractured leg is not like a muscle tear or something like that where you need to rehab.
Yeah.
He's going to be probably ready to go as soon as that bone heals. So,
and we got to stop Phil, but they're probably going to tell him, Joe, let's go ahead and wait another week. Come on, I'm ready. Come on, I can just see him arguing. Yeah. All right, Phil, we're going to go.
Well, anyway, Ronbo, thanks.
Thank you, Phil.
But other than the Cleveland loss, it was almost a perfect weekend for us. So,
God.
Good birthday for me.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday, Phil. I remember, All right.
All right, man. It was all your singing. All your singing.
It's one of the things I like to do. All right, Phil.
All right, man.
Have a great night, Phil.
Talk to you later.
All righty.
All right,
Phil. And Stone Cold Slick Austin.
From SF to NY worldwide. We're bigger than the nation. We're a motherfucking empire.
Empire. Slick.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, Slick, were you at the game?
Yes, sir.
You was out there? You was one of the red shirts we was looking at. Slick.
Yeah, I was on the 8th row. Well, I took my son to his first
That was you
game.
that wrote that note, told me about you. Yes, that's right. Just read it up here. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
that's good,
he
Slick.
wasn't ecstatic. He was having it was a cigarette. All we heard was Let's Go Niners, defense.
Beat LA.
We even heard we heard beat LA. We're like, hot boys. My son and I, we were like, Jerod, you good?
McVay wouldn't even let him play. Just, Jerod, listen, just trust me on this, okay? Just hand the ball off. We're going to run the ball. If we get a rance, we'll throw the ball. Let's just run the ball. Jerod, your mom has already called me, and she told me, please don't subject you to any dangers, and I got to listen to what she said.
Yo, man, I don't blame him, though. I don't blame him. Like, I was on the 8th row, and I was, like, damn near the field, so I could see how fast, man. They were so fast.
Ooh,
I see that
quick.
55 coming at full speed. I said, Bosa, I was like, man, all I see was his eyes, like quenched up, like, oh, shoot, here comes the pain, So I thought it looked fast on TV, and in real life, it looks hella fast, super fast, unstoppable. And Tololo, man, that was a giant.
Hey, I know, right? How does he must look huge right up next to him. What is he, 6'7"? 6'8"?
He's 6'8". I thought the kiddo looked huge. My son like, who's that? I'm like, is that kiddo? I'm like, yeah, that's kiddo. He looked like a man playing against high school. Like they couldn't stop on that big play. That big play, he was spinning around just like stiff arming dudes. I was like, man, look at that kiddo. And then
who was that he stiff arm? Was it that Tutu? Wasn't that Marcus? He just throwed Marcus like, get off me, boy. And it's kept Ross. Dang. Who is that? Ain't that Marcus?
I thought he was about to score. That's right there where I was at. I thought he was about to step in and score right there, you know. But I saw that play with Marquise. Like, he was already like, he was wide open. I was like, oh, here comes the pass, and he underthrew him. But he still should have caught that. He still should have caught that.
Tres pointed that out.
You're gonna get hit regardless, boy. You better catch that shit. You know what I mean? I thought you should have caught that regardless, because you're gonna get hit. But make sure you secure that catch, and that TC sure touchdown that he dropped. We're like, man, we could have really, like. I think we made a statement. I think we made a statement where we could have like put our foot in their throats and really make an even bigger statement, man. But man, all the Niner fans and the bandwagon Niner fans came out, you know.
I know, you know.
But we were deep in there. It was like a home game. I mean, it was hot as hell out there, but I mean, we didn't even give a crap, you know. We were over there chanting, like, man, that shit was dope. It was so cool, like.
And you know, Slick, that offense, if we could just be patient, you know, Kyle Shanahan, that offense is not going to struggle all year long. I figure another 2 or 3 weeks, because, you know, this is just, you got to deal with Debo's rookieism. You got to get these guys. Jimmy's got to put a little more on some of those throws. He probably told Keith Slater, man, don't blame yourself, man. It's all me. I should have got that ball deeper. You know, these are timing things that got to be ironed out, because it's only week 5. People keep forgetting that. So, you know.
Yeah, but not only that, but I mean, I think that George Kittle forced Gronk to retire because he knew he was coming. He knew he was going to be unstoppable. And he wasn't even being able to compete with him. He was like, I guess he's like old in football years, but Kittle, he's the best tight end in the field.
He is.
So unstoppable.
And Kelsey too. I mean, George has got more speed. Yeah. He's got more maneuverability. He runs routes slick. I mean, George is just a complete, and he's a worker out there too. He will block and he likes it. Ho!
And he makes it look easy. He makes it look so easy out there, you know. So it's like, it was a hell of a game, you know. Holding the Rams to that after him throwing like 500 yards like a couple games, and then we hold them down to like 70 or 50 something, whatever. Like, man, and then like Donald, I kept waiting for Donald to do something, you know. It's only like 2 times I saw him. The Rams, the home crowd kept putting videos of him working out with his shirt off and everything.
Aaron Donald.
And every time the Niners would get loud, every time the Niners would get loud, like we were like defense. So you couldn't. We were on the Niners sideline, so the Niners sounded like, yo, like they were like make noise. We were getting really loud. They kept putting music. They put Isley Brothers and they put like I Got Sunshine and a Cloudy Day type of crap, so everybody could sing along. Yeah. And it worked. Everybody kept shutting up and started singing and stuff. Like, man, come on, don't fall for that shit.
Tactics to stop the Niner fans.
They kept putting music. Like Al Green and everything. I was like, man. They were like, why can't we be friends? Like, all of a sudden you want to be friends, huh?
Oh, hey, Slick, this is good stuff. We would have never known about that if you would have told us. I didn't know anything about that because you don't hear it while you watch the TV. That's hilarious. Poor fans. I mean, fans. They were out there, got more red. And the same thing was going on with the Chargers. They had more Steeler fans there than they did Charger fans.
Yeah. It was an invasion in L.A., you know. But there's a lot of Niner fans here, like in L.A. already, you know. We always represent. The tailgating was crazy. But I won't take too much of your time. I know it's late and everything. Just wanted to check in and give you my point of view. But one game at a time.
There you go.
Let's not take the risk slightly. You know, it should be a win, but you never know. And like, you know, any given Sunday,
we are going to
one game at a time.
Yeah.
Well, once, like I told you, like a couple of weeks ago, once we get to 10-0, then we could start talking about the perfect season. But let's not, no.
Let's get 5 more first.
Just taking one game at a time. The only team that could beat us. The only team that could beat us is the Niners. Remember that.
That's it.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, man.
Go Niners.
Nice, Slick. Hey. Right. Hey, Carlos. Come on in, Carlos. The return of the Empire. Carlos!
The Niner Empire, man, is coming back.
We rolling, man. We rolling. and looking like the Empire is in charge large again. Yeah.
I love it. Ronbo is just controlling, like, so far, they're controlling every game, every aspect of it in both sides of the ball.
Oh.
And, man, it's really good. It's looking really good.
It's going to get better, too, because you know what? Right now, and you know Kyle Shanahan's all about the offense, right? But the defense on a Kyle Shanahan team is leading the pack. You know Kyle is eventually going to get that offense in order. And then, oh, man. That means the 49ers will be completely unstoppable. This is probably going to take more next year. We get to the playoffs this year, there's no telling what's going to happen. But starting after this year, Jimmy goes a whole season of getting all the education he needs as a quarterback. Ooh, next season, and the season after that. And, it's all provided for health, of course, but you know.
Yeah, and next week, should be a very easy game. It should. That should be another win for us. We should be going 6-0. I mean, it's all good, Ronbo. Let the media. I actually prefer them just keep on talking bad about us.
That's what Richard Sherman
just
said.
Let them just let them talk. Just
keep saying those things.
Actually, I want to see that every time. When I see something on the internet, saying something bad about the Niners. They're always talking about another team, like losing, and it's like whatever. Funny.
They'd rather talk about the team. You know what? A lot of people like to hear that. Like if I hear about the Cowboys getting their butt beat, I'm having a good time listening to that kind of news. They want to talk about how the Chiefs are falling off the top, and people, they talk about that. But to talk about the 49ers moving up, it's just not something the analysts and networks want to talk about. It's too funny, because it's bigger news to see those teams come down than us go up, So it's and talk about the heroics of course, the current MVP candidate, Russell Wilson. All right, fine. You guys don't want to say nothing about the 49ers, that's fine. They got plenty of love from plenty of us. No problem.
Yeah, it's going to be fun once we play the Seahawks on that game.
Oh.
Show Mr. Russell Wilson. He's going to be, hopefully he starts running a lot in that game.
He's going to have to.
Defense going to make him run.
Because he ain't got no offensive line. And some of the things he's doing, running away like he does, see, I think Salah and the company are going to have something for that, too. Because he's going to get flushed out of that pocket, no doubt about it. When he comes out of that pocket, though, we need to have Kwasky and the Hot Boys waiting on his butt. See?
Yeah, those linebackers, A1 and Fred Warner. Let me hear that yappa dabba doo.
You know what? Let me get it Friday, because I can't. My throat is a little weak.
Oh, hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it's my birthday today too.
Yeah, what? Are you serious? Your birthday's today? I can muster up some juice for that. Are you ready?
Yes.
Happy Niners birthday to Carlos. Wait. Happy Niners birthday to Carlos. If you ever hit that note, it'll be okay. Happy Niners birthday to Carlos. Hey, yes. Carlos, I just realized something, Carlos. Hey, how's Cuz doing now? Remember at the beginning of the season, before the season started, Cuz was saying, oh, man, the 49ers, man, they be getting their butt kicked all these years. Man, I don't know. How's he feeling now?
Oh, to be honest, I haven't talked to him in a while, so I'm excited to see what he says.
Carlos, call him. Carl, you gotta call, because that time you guys got on the phone together, that was pretty fun. I could not convince him not to worry. So,
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him, see what happens. All right, Ronbo, thank you. Shout out to the Empire. All right, as always, and let's go 7-0. I mean 6-0, sorry.
I like that number myself. All right. All right. Hey, give my Mr. Courtney and Miley. See you toward the end of the week.
We're all here.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Have a good night, y'all.
All right, good night. You too, Ronbo.
Bye, Carlos. Uh-oh, there he is. It's the Nighthawk. Nighthawk!
What's up, Rambo?
Nighthawk, I bet you know what's up, man. 5-0.
Yeah, probably knows up.
Hey, Nighthawk, remember a long time ago, I want to get some of these people that we have been talking about badly in the past. Our defensive coach, Bobby Sala, otherwise known as Robert Sala. Some props going out to also Eric Armstead and J. Dub Witherspoon. You know, all these guys and also coaches, or should we say the general manager, John Lynch. How you feeling about these people now?
Yeah, before Armstrong, I was kind of upset with him, but now I'm okay
Armstead.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was Armstead and what's the other guy we drafted?
Solomon Thomas.
Yeah, Son Thomas, and we drafted somebody else last. I can't get his name.
Hey, what position?
He's on defense. He went after the Brown quarterback. Ah, shoot, I forgot his name already.
Wait, you're not talking about the guy you say we just drafted? Are you talking about Nick Bosa?
Yeah, Nick Bosa, yeah.
But nobody's ever said anything bad about Nick. Well, people said things bad about Nick Bosa, but it had nothing to do with football.
I did. I did.
Oh, you didn't want him, that's true.
I was like, why we drafted him?
Yeah. Well,
so now he proved me wrong.
Yeah. But Bosa's like everybody's concerned, first of all, about his social thing, and then, of course, they thought he'd get injured a lot, and he's been injured ever since high school.
But he just proved me wrong.
Yeah. And then there was everybody like Josh Allen and Quinnen Williams and Nicholas, but Josh is doing a good job. He's not doing a bad job at all. But Bosa is like the best in the NFL right now as far as productivity. The quarterback cannot relax if Nick Bosa is on the field. Even if he's sitting up in the stands, the quarterback needs to be looking around. Where is he? Where is he? Because Bosa could come in on you all of a sudden, and bam, you're laying in the dirt.
Man, the whole defense, I got to give them an A. The whole defense is bad.
Ooh. It's going to get better, too. Nighthawk.
The whole defense, man, I got to give them something. I mean, that defense is looking good.
We ain't got no weak dudes.
What? These, like Sherman said, let people talk. Let them talk.
And keep talking the same way as you was 3 weeks ago. If you said the 49ers were terrible, please, yes. Yes.
keep on talking about us. Now, I bet you when they had that power ranking, they're going to put us like number 5th.
No, they can't put us at 5 this time. Okay, I figure, and I'm going to see, Nana, what are your predictions? They'll put the Patriots at number 1. That's just the way they do. No matter what the Patriots do, that's fine.
They're going to make Patriots number 1. Number 2, they're going to put Seattle. Number 3, they're going to put
They won't beat Seattle number 1, 2. They will probably put Green Bay in at number 2 is my guess. And they'll put New Orleans at number 3. New Orleans is number 2 or number 3. And then we'll be number 4.
Yeah. But forget the power ranking. I got my own power ranking.
Yes, indeed. You and me both.
49ers.
49ers
I put the
number 2.
Number 1. Number 2, I put the Saints.
And where you going to put the Patriots?
Number 3.
I like that, Nighthawk. I really do. I agree. Because, come on, man, the Patriots, they're squeezing by, man. The Giants, they pulled away in the second half. But come on, man. They look good. They played some really bad teams also. So how do they get to right?
I'm like, but everybody keep on talking about Tom Brady is good. Yeah, but they play the same team we played.
We didn't play Miami. See, that's the thing. Everybody gets to get boost or get their rankings predicated on what they do against the Dolphins. Hell, I know high school teams that might be able to beat the Dolphins right now. This is not, I know they got some college teams that could beat them. LSU would go in there and beat the Dolphins.
And that's our schedule. Our schedule, that's how they made it. We playing skins. That's I mean, you can't be mad about. They got easy team.
Yeah.
There's nobody easy in the NFL.
It's true, Nighthawk. See, that's the bottom line right there. You can lose to anybody any given week. All right. So look what happened in Indianapolis beating the
And what happened to the
Kansas City.
Cowgirls? What happened to the Cowgirls?
Oh, the best of all.
Yeah,
the
what happened
Cowboys
to them?
got ran out of New York.
They lost to They lost to a team who's 0-4. What's up?
Nighthawk, we got to stop. I tell you what, man, that was a good point. I forgot about them boys. I love talking about. We still can't find Texas boy. I don't know where he is. I'm worried about him. But anyway, Nighthawk.
I'm telling you right now. That's why. Before I go, man. That's why you call it 49ers Empire.
Sit.
Every day, every night, 24 hours.
Because we beat nations and make them our slaves. Yes.
And you know what? We got whoever come up next. Fuck them.
Nighthawk, let me get a holler out of here, and I'm going to see you later. All right? A Niners! For the Nighthawk.
Yeah, before I go, hit that like. I'm out.
Thanks, Nighthawk. Hey, Warren.
What's that?
Warren,
you enjoyed them lamb chops?
Oh, I did, Lauren. I had an extra serving, and I'm gonna reheat them. I'm gonna reheat them for dinner tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Put some hot sauce on them.
Make sure Louisiana.
Yeah, you know I will. If it don't say Louisiana on that ball, I ain't eating it. What'd you think about that? That defense, no matter what the 49ers do offensively, the defense is going to say, don't worry about it. We got this. We'll get the ball back to you in a minute. Boy.
Good defensive team. Defense. That win Super Bowl.
And Warren, they ain't going to have to depend on that defense all year. That's how you win Super Bowls for sure. But in a few weeks, Shanahan, this is what he does. He's going to have that offense whipped into shape. And I figure it's going to be within the next 3 to 4 weeks maximum. And that coming down the stretch, the 49ers are going to be invincible. Offense will be clicking. Defense, you already know. You know what I'm saying? That's my prediction right now.
Yeah, we need Rob to go. Stop missing a field goal.
Oh, that's the surprise of the year. Warren, he was straight money last year. As soon as he walked out of the field, it was over. Now he walked out yesterday. Everybody's sitting there. Can he do it? Can he do it? He missed enough. God. Well, he didn't practice. I don't know about that,
Ronbo.
I know.
They got paid.
Well, he didn't get no training. Yeah. He's getting training in now, though. He didn't have no preseason workouts. It means I thought he didn't need none. This is, what automatically easier for him. He's just like everybody else, Warren. He needs to work out before the season starts, too, and get ready. So he's doing his preseason now.
But he got paid, though.
Yeah.
I understand that, but he got paid.
Yeah, a lot.
Where he wanted.
Yeah. Well, you know how the 49ers do, though. They probably wrote a contract where they can get out of it if they have to. But who we going to get? Robbie's got to come around.
Find one in the draft.
Warren,
find our punter.
Warren, I just realized you're down in that area, and you run into Cowboy fans all the time. Do you ask Cowboy fans, hey, how about them Cowboys? You ever holler out at them?
Yeah, they ain't saying too much or nothing. They went back in hiding.
Warren, we lost our 2 tackles, right? Cowboys went around saying, well, they lost their 2 tackles. Hey, we lost our tackles. What? Huh? What? Your defenses was getting you beat, all right? See, because, Warren, we got 2 rookies, or not rookies, we got 2 kids. Not even, I don't know if call them rookies. We got 2 kids on the outside. And look at us. 20 points. Should have been 27, 30. Should have been 34. We had 2 TDs get dropped. But
the one thing about our receivers, they need to stop dropping the ball.
I wish to God they
They
would.
need to stop dropping.
Man, they'll stop soon.
But based of all, our defense stay healthy. We good.
Yep.
We good. And Jimmy G stay healthy. He's doing a hell of a fine job.
Ain't he though?
I don't know why they hating on Jimmy G.
Some people
they need to stop.
They really should. And
They hop on the bandwagon.
I know, right?
They hop on the bandwagon. You know, just people on the media. They're hopping on it. And they kick them right back off. And they just stay their position. I was determined to say it. Stay your position.
And Warren, the nice thing about that defense is, we're 9 deep. So everybody that goes out there to play, just give it 100 miles an hour because you're going to have you come and sit down in about 2 or 3 sets anyway, right? Warren, we're so good. We got players undressed. What's that kid we got from Temple? Anyway, he doesn't even dress out every week. The 49ers got such depth on that defensive line. This is the only reason why I worry. We got the player with the knee injury healing up. He could come back in about 3 weeks. This is why I do worry about Eric Armstead coming back next year. 49ers got a surplus of fiends to play defense. Ain't none of them bad. Hoo-wee. But I want to keep Eric Armstead. Oh.
We'll keep Eric Armstead, you know what I'm saying? We can franchise tag him, or we can hope he sign a fairly deal, you know what I'm saying? Help us out, you know? And the only thing we'll keep Solomon Thomas.
I like Solomon.
Somebody got to go.
I know, right?
But somebody got to go. You know what I'm saying? I like Solomon Thomas. He did his thing. By the time they put him in the middle.
Yeah, right? He got that sack coming down the middle. You're right. Stop putting him on the edge.
So Pettis look good in the slot, though.
Who?
He look way better in the slot. Pettis.
I know, right?
Look good in the slot.
He's going to come around. Warren, he's going to come around. You know what? At some point, I suspect Pettis, he stopped with the kitty licks. Did you see him standing beating on his chest? Oh! Look at Dante. Man up, dude. Yes. See, he's listening, Warren. He knows we're picking him. People are calling him soft. He knows. He's coming around, fighting for that ball.
He's a slot receiver.
You got to cross the middle of the field.
Shanahan, slot receiver.
Yeah.
I don't think he's good on the outside. He do a little decent on the outside, but his main thing in the middle of the lane, work his body, you know.
He's got to get stronger, though. I want him to do some hardcore training this year and the off season. He's got to get hard. He's got to believe that he can take it. So, well, fam, Warren, we're going to go, and I look forward to hearing from you this weekend, huh? Get back in and get them predictions
No problem.
All right.
49 for life.
All right.
You heard me? 49 Empire. Shout out to everybody. You heard me?
You heard.
We come for that Labardi, you know?
It's time.
But take 1 week at a time. Next thing you know, we got the Redskins. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy to win, but you gotta stay healthy for this game right here.
Got to. And stay healthy after. Don't get hurt playing the Redskins now. Because I'd rather have some people sit down this week anyway. You know? George don't need to play, actually. All right, Warren. I'll look for you Friday.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fam.
Shout out to everybody.
Thanks, fam.
Yeah. All right.
Night, Warren. Hey, let's go check in with JT. JT!
What's up, Ronbo?
JT,
yeah.
man, we're
rolling. What's up, Ronbo?
Yes! 5-0, baby. And JT, it don't look like the light at the end of the tunnel. That doorway's getting wider. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like there's fans down. You can see them now at the end of the tunnel waving them. All right, come on down, Niners. Come on down. We're about to ram out of the tunnel. Yeah. Boom.
Ronbo, I just want to start off to say, before I say anything, we are not losing to nobody. I'm just going to put that out there. We're not going to lose to nobody. And I'm so freaking happy. My team's been kicking butt. Our team's been kicking butt. Kicking butt. And you know what? It's the eve of my birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm so happy how things is going. I couldn't ask for anything more. Nothing. I couldn't ask for anything more. I don't want nothing. I just want to see my team win. That's it.
Tell the truth.
That's it.
You know, you could ask for something more, but I get you.
You know, and you know, and like how I just heard conversations with you and a couple of other people. They were talking about, you know, what a good time. If we're gonna have any injuries, what a better time to have them right now while we're having them right now. Because later on in the season, Ronbo,
we don't need that.
When all the pieces really come together, and you know what? And I already could see it coming. We're going to have both of our tackles back.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Deuce. Because you know what? I think that was Phil. He said it. He hit it right on the nail. And I saw it too when I was watching the game. We were effective, but we weren't as cleanly it just wasn't running as effective like as usual, how you really see it run.
Juice makes a difference.
I mean, it was good. They made up for it, but it just didn't. It wasn't like, you know, how what we're used to.
Mm.
So with that being said, when all these players coming back, I expect to see Jalen Hurd coming back. I expect to see Trent Taylor come back. You know, Ronbo, I'm not scared of nobody, not the Saints, not nobody. Because I tell you what,
they need to be scared of us.
If anything, they got to be scared of us.
I mean, you know, that defense ain't nothing to play with, man. That front line.
Hey, I'm so freaking proud of J-Dub. And I thought to myself when I was watching the game, I was dancing for J-Dub because I was like, damn. Last time I checked, I was part of the J-Dub bunch, you know?
And you're right. We still got your seat right up in the front of the bus. And listen, it's time to buy the 2-0 jersey now, ain't it? J-Dub 2-0. Bang!
I said, I'm going to go get the J-Dub jersey because why? Because he's kicking ass. And you know what? I could see it from his body language. Like, you know, like he's just trying to show out because I think he's just been hearing it that, you know, people have been doubting on him.
Oh, I guarantee you he's been hearing it. I've seen him on social media. I've sent a post, and he's came over to talk to people that was nasty, rude, you know. Started to block him myself. Made me so mad. But I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to Dub handle that.
You know, I just see us clicking in all cylinders. You know, maybe not next week or 2 weeks from now, but I'm talking about in 4 to 6 weeks, Ronbo, when it starts getting crucial, you're gonna see a freaking juggernaut in the freaking offense and defense, and it's gonna look it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. That's all I got to say about that, Ronbo. You know,
and you're right. You know, because that offense is going to start clicking soon. Anybody thinks that Kyle Shanahan's not going to have his offense up to speed in another 2 or 3 weeks don't know Kyle Shanahan. That man is not going to have a weak offense. So I'm feeling good about that.
I'm excited to see, before I go, I just want to say one thing. I'm excited to see Jalen Hurd and Trent Taylor come back in that offense with what we got right now. And just everybody else in general, too. And not only that, I like to see Jason Verrett get up in this mix too, man. Because you know, I'm like, come on.
What?
He should be coming back too.
True, but that's why you can appreciate Mosley. Mosley ain't taking no stuff, man. Oh, I knew he was good last year. I wanted to be on the team last year. We didn't know how good he was. And see, JT, it comes down to this. We probably have had a lot of good defensive backs down through the years, but we haven't had a front line rush. These aren't bad football players, but nobody's going to look good behind a bad pass rush. This is why I'm saying I knew it. I knew those guys were. There ain't no way you draft bad football players. These guys just can't play behind that offensive defensive line.
I'm gonna say one last thing before I go. I gotta hit you guys with this one. When I was watching the Patriots play, who was it? Who was they playing? They was playing
Today?
somebody that was garbage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they was playing like nobody.
Giants.
But they started clicking towards the end, towards late third quarter, fourth quarter. They started clicking. I kind of said to myself, if the Patriots was to play our freaking defense, Tom Brady would be getting rattled.
I mean,
I swear.
They'd have Brady coming up out the dirt every few minutes. This is why I wish they were on the schedule this year, and I also hope they can see them in the Super Bowl. If we get there, let it be the Patriots waiting on us. Oh, it's on then, baby. Woo!
And then you're gonna hear talks after we whoop their ass talking about why the Patriots let go Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yes. JT, I will see you
All
Friday,
right,
fam. All right.
All right, Niner Empire.
Yeah, night, JT. And 49 Lakers, I see you, fam. Mitch Wish hasn't been the best holder. I know, I really. This is why Robbie needed to get in earlier and needed to work on that. Oh. Also, and we got a new long snapper. Robbie's still good. Wait a minute. You mean not today? I mean, please tell me it's the same long snapper we had last time. We got to stop switching long snappers so Mitch can get used to this guy and get that ball up. It's really tough. This is why I blame Robbie to some degree about this, his agent or somebody. But hey, boy, now like I said for the contribution, fam. Seriously, let me ask Russo this question. Hey, Russo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey, fam. Sit back here having fun with this game. Bruce, I just thought about something, though. I'd love to get your input on this. It's, you got the Patriots and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Belichick likes to take away your best weapon. Who does he take away from the 49ers?
I mean, he would have to attempt to take away Kittle. He would have to.
But
he's the best player on our team.
But then, Kyle already, Belichick would have a heck of a... Kyle's already proven to him that taking away Julio like they did in the Super Bowl, all it does, it's like it helps Kyle out that you're focusing a lot of energy on one particular player. You got to stop.
Yeah. I mean,
you got to stop Matty B,
There's no way to stop it.
Yeah,
there's no way to stop it.
That's why he's got so much.
Contain it, Ronbo.
Yeah, that's why he's got so much respect for Kyle, isn't it? But go ahead, fam. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, I mean, kind of what you were saying. Like, honestly, Kyle Shanahan, he wasn't the head coach with the Atlanta Falcons, right? So everyone says, he blew a 28-3 point lead. He didn't blow the lead. He was the offensive coordinator, okay? He was not the head coach. Right. He was not the guy running the ship, all right? And with that said, he probably learned so much from that game next time he gets this opportunity, I guarantee you that is going to be the thing that fuels him, that is the reason why he wins it, and the first chance he gets.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
I'm
he's
not
got
saying
the
the Niners
defense
are
that he
winning the
has
Super Bowl
now.
this year.
Yeah.
Right. Whether or not they make it this year, that's a whole different argument. But if he's in the game and he's playing against Bill Belichick, he already said he studies his tape like week in, week out. He knows how to beat him.
And
he knows how to put points up. And I promise you, with this defense, with Robert Saleh and what they're doing, there's no way that the Patriots could beat the 49ers right now. And that, in my opinion, that is not a very bold statement. I'm just basing it off of the facts that are at hand. In New England, they're not a very dominant team this year. I think people just assume they're good because they're undefeated, and the AFC is kind of weak. But I honestly I hope we play the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's the team I want.
I do too. I really would. Yeah. And I think the NFL would love to have that. If coming down the stretch, if it looks like that is a potential, watch the NFL start to lean toward both teams and start doing bizarre things with the officials. I hate to be, I don't like to get behind a conspiracy theorist, but there's big money involved. Vegas will go wild. Hotel accommodations. This could affect the very economy. If the 49ers and Patriots, this is an epic contest. This is a contest of one team that wants 6 trophies and one that already has, against the perennial Hall of Fame Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, another Hall of Fame coach. This Kyle Shanahan, potentially a Hall. This is, the NFL would just love to see this.
That's a storyline. And Ronbo, could you imagine if both teams were 16-0 going into the Super
Bowl?
Like, honestly, like, obviously you have, a 0.1% chance of that happening, but could you imagine, like, how insane that would be of a game? Like, that would be the most hyped game in NFL history.
It
like,
would have to be. That's never going to be equal
and it's
again.
like,
It would happen
it's,
once
let's be honest,
only.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No.
Like, you can
Neither team's
basically
going to go
say that
16-0.
with, yeah. But, like, could you imagine, like, it's potential. It's the smallest bit of potential, but just, like, that would be such a crazy game.
It would sell out every hotel in Florida. Half of it, maybe it would be ridiculous.
Oh, that's right. It's in Miami. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, God, that'd be amazing. They'd have, I don't know, they'd have to expand the stadium
I would have to
overnight.
go to Miami for the week.
Oh God, wow. So we'll see, because the 49ers are. I don't know who's going to beat them. If they get past the Saints, Russo, I don't know that there's another team that could beat them in the NFC. I'm not Rodgers and the Packers. They're not.
No, not
scary.
Green Bay. The only other team I'm looking at is Seattle. We haven't played Seattle yet. I'm just kind of curious.
The house of tricks.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see what Russell Wilson can do with our front seven, because he has always eluded us, and I've been watching him quite a bit this year, and he's been doing the same tricks he's always been doing. And
He's better at them.
Guys' names that you probably never heard of, and that's just what he does. Like Russell Wilson, he's the one. The Seahawks are my least favorite team, the team I hate the most of anybody in the NFL. But Russell Wilson has the most respect of mine of any football player in the NFL, just because he sticks it to us. Like he knows he's a good football player. So I think the 49ers need to prove it. Like the Rams, all right, they need to prove it. All right, they proved it. All right, so that's out of the way. Now they got to worry about Seattle. Because if we look at these next three games, I think Carolina is a team that could potentially push back a little bit. But all said and done, push comes to shove, my money's on Jimmy G. If he needs to make a play, he'll make a play. The defense needs to make a play, they'll make a play. Arizona, we're gonna same thing. Arizona, Washington, they have no chance. They're 2-score dogs. But that Seattle game, I'm expecting a win. It's at home. It's Monday night. But I mean, until we do it, Seattle is a good team. So
great. Can't disrespect
they're not
them.
impressive. They don't impress you, but they win. It's just one way or another. You look at the box score at the end of the game, and they're the team with the more points. So,
and Russo, you pointed that, and look across the rosters. Who has the roster that's built to kill completely? And then you look at the Hawks roster, and you say, well, now it's all about Wilson. He's on his way to the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
Right. Yeah, he is. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean, as long as he can put out another 3, 4, 5 years of solid production, win a few more playoff games, and if he wins another Super Bowl, he's a lock. But he's basically a Hall of Famer.
He's an Iron Man. He's never missed a game. And you add that fact to the matter of not having an offensive line. He's set records for getting sacked. He keeps getting up and keeps playing. He's got a heart of not one but 2 lions. He stares at defeat like it's nothing. He walks out there and he finds a way to win. I hate him. God dang.
Well, he better eat his Wheaties and get a real good night's sleep, because he's going to be up for it. They're going to be all up on him.
They are, man. This is going to be a goal.
He's more sackable this year than years past. Like, he's always been fairly sackable because their offensive line's been bad, but he's been getting sacked quite a bit this year. He's just making enough plays. And they actually have a half-decent run game this year. Chris Carson's he's doing pretty good. So Seattle is kind of – it's like the best way to compare it is you look at the same teams we played, where we've the same 4 teams that we beat by a combined 69 points, and they beat the same 4 teams by a combined 8 points. So,
but yet we need to be worried.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we got to pull up. That's an excellent point. That is the home run point of the night. We beat teams to death, and they squeak by, but they are still that tree laying in the street as we drive down this road. God. All right.
Well, all right, bro. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Russo. Fam, click on him. Russo SF49. He's got his own channel. He's got great content going on at all the time. Him and Fresh Perspective, Jerry Fresh. You definitely want to hear from him. All right, Russo, have a good night, fam.
All right, bro. Take care.
Too. That's a haunting thing. Russell Wilson. No matter what, we have to worry about him. Demetrius.
Ronbo. It's good, bro.
D, you okay?
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm sorry, Ronbo. I'm on that gas right now. Oh,
You're on what?
I'm,
You enjoying
excuse
some?
me,
Are
bro.
you enjoying some herbal essence?
Yes, sir. In New York, we call it gas, man. I'm sorry, bro.
East Coast. Well, D,
Yes, sir.
while you're having a good time, continue to have that good time because the fact of the matter is you're 5-0.
You
And I'm not
already
talking
know,
about the
Ronbo. Let's
police
get it.
either.
Let's get it, man. It's 5-0. All the rest must go. Let's go, Ronbo. You dig?
We're heading in the right places.
Feel good though, man.
Yeah,
We headed in the right place, man. Like all the callers just said, man. Like everybody made great points tonight. Like is the sky's the limit from here. Like you know what I mean? And I just think it's set up. Like like I said last night, man. Jimmy G don't have to go out and have a great game every game. As long as he keep the interceptions, he don't need to be throwing no picks. But those other ones, those wasn't on him. You know what I mean? But not all of them. But the one from yesterday wasn't on him. But long story short, though, it's set up for where he keeps the defense rested, like he did yesterday on that long drive. Kept
them
them
long
rested for
drives.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just manage the game, bro. You know what I mean? And the receivers got to make those catches. Like everything is. It's a red open red carpet for us right there every time.
I am knowing it, you know.
And
that's why
we just got to make them plays, man. We just got to make them plays and stay positive, and which they do, and we come out on top. So,
and this is why
it's not
somebody's
so
got to
much.
step up and be just like Edelman. Brady can look all around the field. Every receiver can be covered. He doesn't need to look anymore for. All he's got to do is find Julian Edelman, and he's got a reception. This is what. Who's going to be Jimmy G's Edelman? One of these guys have got to do it. And like Edelman, you don't need to be a high-priced superstar. Just be consistent. Catch the ball. Catch the ball. That's all we ask.
Right. And that develops trust, you know what I mean? Because down the line, when he really needs you, he going to go to you. So you might not catch a ball for 3 or 4 games, but he trusts in you. So when he really needs you, he going to come to you. So they got to develop that chemistry, you know what I mean? Trusting one another. And you can see it. They kind of don't really trust one another. They do, but they don't. Like I see it. There's certain players got certain chemistry. Not all of them they ain't gelling all of them. I don't know what Marquise Goodwin issue is, what their issue is. I don't know if the sun was out too bright. They better do something. When the sun is out, get some sun vibes. Get the fine. Oh, well.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I mean?
I forgot about the sun. Marquise didn't say anything about that. You're right.
No excuses. I'm not making no excuses for the man, but it is what it is, Ronbo.
Right.
That's
that's the truth. It is what it is. Hey, man.
Go ahead, Ronbo. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just from what you just said, I hadn't thought about. Could he have been blinded?
I mean, so it's a lot of passes this year that I think like it's just me, like how I'm looking at it. Like when they show the replay and all of that, you know, you can see it. Like I don't know if they seeing what I'm seeing. I'm looking for my TV, so I don't know. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But they hit him in the.
He's made a lot.
Yeah, he
made some
good
catches.
He did, Ronbo.
I mean, he's made a lot of good catches
it's a possibility.
this year, and that should have been a piece of cake.
And that's just how I be as a former receiver. When I see them going for the pass and the camera shoots up to the ball and all of that, and on the angle and all that, I'm looking for where the sun is shining, like how far I gotta run to get. I put myself in a position, you know what I mean? So that's what I was seeing as he was running that route. Like, damn, if somebody got hit his eyes, or the receiver, or the linebacker might have came across his vision, or whatever the case may be, but it hit him in the breadbasket, so he's supposed to catch that. You know what I mean? But who knows?
You know what? They should allow wide receivers to wear visors. You know, they will not let anybody wear a visor. They got policy. They won't. You know, they took OBJ. They stopped the game. They didn't stop the game. They took him out and made him change his visor. I think receivers
Yeah.
should be allowed a visor.
I believe so, Rumble. That'll help their catch radius too. That'll the catching percentage at that. You know what I mean? And catch radius too in those type of situations.
Yeah.
Like it should be like that. You know what I mean? But that's just me speaking. But other than that, Rombo, we on the up and up, man. We're gonna light the NFL up. Like I said, Rombo 10-0, man. And I'm one of the callers who said we're gonna start 6-0, but I was kinda nervous about Cleveland.
I know.
But I don't know why.
I don't know. I was. I just knew that
I
was gonna
don't
be a
know
tough
why.
game. We didn't know what we
Yeah,
had.
Rombo, but we got them, Rombo. Yo, we're a complete team. And I think we're the number one team in the NFL, man. We're the number one team in the NFL. Not just the NFC, the NFL.
Period.
How they gonna how Ryan Clark gonna put New Orleans Saints ahead of us?
He's gonna do it.
His power rank.
He's gonna. Did he put his rankings out already?
On this morning, I seen him.
Oh, I didn't see him yet.
He
I thought he
said
didn't wait at least until after the Green Bay and
Man, I was like, really?
and Lions
This
game.
guy,
So okay,
that's nothing.
you know that's all right. You know they're playing good football.
Let's give us more fuel for the tank, Rombo. You already know.
That's it.
Nah,
It's
man,
like Richard-
all gas, no brakes. Just give
There
us
you
all the
go.
gas we need.
As you know, it's like Richard Sherman said. If you said we weren't worth the damn in the beginning of the season, don't stop. Please continue. Don't jump on no 49ers bandwagon. We want you to continue saying that till the end of the season so we can come back and talk to you later.
Telling you, Rombo, they got that bulletin up in the locker room. I'm telling you, they got all this bad talk. Everybody talking about us just going in the locker room.
Let's keep right on
just
talking.
feeling them.
There you go.
You dig? Rombo, but I know you gotta go, Rombo. I know
All
I
right,
gotta
man.
go. I mean, it's a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for all you do,
Always.
man. And
Thanks,
shout out
D.
to the Niner Empire, man. God bless y'all. Have a great work week, everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's
it
go,
is.
Niners.
Monday. All right, fam. Appreciate you, D. Looking forward to talking to you this weekend.
That
All right, fam. Night.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
And there he is. Sheik! Sheik. See, Sheik is celebrating his birthday, and he's probably got Jerry Rice on the phone. They're talking about, Sheik's probably saying things like, you know, I got some greatness about me, too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am the Sheik and that type of thing. But, Jerry, I always thought you were special, man. You know what I'm saying? Sheik! Sheik's only, like, the second, I think somebody else has a birthday with Sheik. Didn't he have, like, 2 or 3 birthdays yesterday? Everybody's born on Jerry Rice's birthday. I'm going to start, like...
October 13th?
Sheik!
Bravo!
Hey, has anybody got a birthday with Joe Montana or Steve Young? Well, I'm pretty sure somebody does. Yeah, that's great. Sheik, what's happening, man?
Something crazy though?
I know, man.
Well, let me just say it's about Jerry Rice. I mean, it's like that was my favorite 49er before anything going on, and then like when I found out he was the same birthday, I was like, oh, that's why he's my favorite 49er or all-time player ever. We're sharing the same birthday, man. That's awesome.
God, greatness just runs together, Sheik. You know what I'm saying? You and the J. Well, Sheik, you won 5.
Well, you're the greatness, man.
Yes,
sir.
Sheik, I tell you what, man. You know, winning 5. People are now thinking 5 more, but that would include the Hawks, the 49ers. Yeah. It's like Russell Wilson represents like Superman's worst enemy. What's that dude's name? Was always hanging kryptonite on his neck somehow.
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, right?
Luthor.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's Lex Luthor, man. You know, I mean,
yeah,
I just, God, he had no superpowers, but he could beat soup. God.
Well, with that neon green uniform, all green.
You know? He looks like a big piece of kryptonite.
Yeah. That's okay. Jimmy Garoppolo is our Superman.
You know, that's what's so funny. Somebody's got to do, somebody's got to do a mime and put Jimmy's face on soup, which will be easy because you don't even have to change faces. They look exactly like twins. You put Jimmy's on top of soup, and you put Russell Wilson's face on Lex Luthor with that stupid hat and everything. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's why Jimmy G has that little steel, kryptonite, anti-kryptonite steel suit on. He's gonna be stopping those. He's gonna stop these Seahawks. And the funny story, Ron, but I was watching the game, and then my mom just randomly showed because I'm doing my kitchen, my flooring, and all that stuff. And she comes out, oh, you're watching the game. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, who's that? Who's that guy? I was like, oh, that's our quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's like a handsome guy. I was like,
did you see that? Do you see that spoof? You know those guys who do the NFL films, right? They change all the voices.
Yeah.
I mean, they did one with today. I couldn't stop laughing. They're sitting there, they got Kittle on the sideline. They're talking. Wow, look at that Jimmy G. Look at that chin line.
Yeah, right.
Those guys are going on and on. And that's why I can't see why the NFL doesn't promote the 49ers even more. Jimmy G fits the role of the golden boy, right? Yes. And the 49ers are winning, but yet I hear more about Russell Wilson and Mahomes more than anybody.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers to a little lesser degree. You get a little bit of Tom now, but they're not saying a lot about him. But that's all right. It's like Sherman says, don't start talking about us now.
Well, Tom Brady, he's pitted on his wing Jimmy Garoppolo, and Kyle Shanahan did say that he does watch film of the New England Patriots. So
he's got plans.
So he's definitely. They're doing it right there, coaching-wise. They're doing right. Belichick is a genius, with all that stuff that he did back in the day, but you can't hate his coaching. Whatever he's doing is making it work with any type of player. Kyle's definitely doing the same scheme with his in getting it off, obviously, with his father as well, because that running attack that he does with a great running back. So Terrell Davis is like a Hall of Famer over there from Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And, he has a multiple backs that he brings in and made Matt Breida as a freaking king. And then brought in Coleman with a cheap contract. So, and it's in our hand. We have an extra year on them. So I'm really happy with this offense. Kyle's definitely going to be really well. He's going to be one of the best. He's definitely showing it. His record is improving. Now he's 14-22, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Garoppolo, he's 10-2 or 11-2 now.
I think it is 11. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's winning is everything. And let me just say this as well, Ronbo, like for winning and having that belt, we got to take whoever we're playing against. We got to go just take them out. We cannot, like what I saw today with the Green Bay Packers and the Lions is ridiculous on the Lions. I mean, the referees, what they did to the Lions was disrespectful. They destroyed it. We cannot let the refs take the game. They could have took the game yesterday. They could have turned with that punt return. That it hit one of our
DJ Reed Jones. No, DJ Reed.
Yeah. So we cannot let the refs make it. Change the game for us. That's why we have to go. Just keep on scoring, and we have nothing else to worry about. So don't let the referees change the game of our winning.
Which I do stay out of that position, so the refs can't call those games like that, and that's always a thing. So, well,
exactly, Ronbo.
There you go.
Yes,
How far
sir.
along are you on the floors and everything? You're redoing you doing the kitchen, you say?
Yeah. I'm doing my flooring right now. My flooring's done. I just got my cabinets. I'm gonna get my granite tomorrow, and then my pendant lights and all that. So. I'll do a video. I'll go video with you.
Oh, you got to do it. Sheik, are you capable of doing all those kind of things? I mean, I'm pretty impressed with that.
Well, I'm with me and my uncle, but I do stuff like that. Yeah, I've been doing it all the. And obviously, I'm home. I'm doing every day, so it sucks. I talk to the guys and this and that, but I'm still working and doing so. Lots of sleep.
Go Sheik.
But always representing Ronbo Sports. Whose house? Ronbo.
Our house.
49ers house. Yes, sir.
Sit.
See you, Reds. Hey, Jonathan Calhoun and Frank, was it Ryan Clark? You're twisting the words. You're giving us love now? Stop.
It bothers me. And we can't pick at him anymore. I was hoping to continue to pick on him. And we've not heard from Stephen A. Smith yet, though. Stephen A. Stupid's got to say something. First take should be now, actually, today. I got to go check in. All right. Let's see what he says.
Faithful Ronbo. Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. Sub, share, and keep on liking, man, on everything. Stream that he does. Love you, Ronbo. Shout out to Nine Fan Club.
Love you back, Sheik.
Shout out to the chat room.
Thanks, fam.
Peace.
Have a great night, Sheik. Well, I said Sheik's getting ready to get busy back on that stuff. Can you get that house all put together? All right, let's go over here and check out. Hey, it's Tony. Hey, Tony. Says, Ronbo, hey, Lily's 8 today. You know what that calls for, don't you? Lily. That's almost scary. Do it Baker Mayfield style. Lily. Happy night. Happy night is birthday to you. Happy night is birthday to Lily. Happy Niners birthday to Lily. Lily, you notice I got stuck on that second gear. I'll get that fixed, though. Happy birthday, Lily. To the Bryant family. And Tony also says the Niners needed Robbie G last year. This year we could use him, but we're winning games without him. Yeah. You know, Tony, the only thing that worries me is there eventually is going to be a game where it is going to end up being tough, and I imagine it's going to be the Saints if it's going to be anybody, where Robbie's going to have to make whatever opportunities he gets. We're going to need whatever points he can help us with. Because Drew Brees is going to be back by the time we play the Saints. I don't like that, but I like what we got. We can stay on the field with not blowing us off, though. It says impaled offering mail. Shout out to New Mexico. Hey, this says I've been a Niner fan since I was 8, surrounded by Cowboys and Broncos and this. Impaled offering mail. You hang tough. You got everything. Broncos are not doing well, and the Cowboys are going down fast. You're going to be the man now. And local 49ers fans, and suddenly I can say, J-Dub Bunch with hype. Bob Sakamoto. He said, hey, do you think we rest Dee Ford next week? You know, Dee will probably play his match. Dee Ford needs to get into condition. He's starting to look really like Dee Ford, like he did this last week. Let him continue to train and get in better condition, so it's okay. If he says he doesn't feel like playing, though, 49ers can just let him sit down. You don't want to take the Washington Redskins too lightly, though. You go ahead and put pressure on them early in the game, and if it looks like we got that under control, then let D sit. I'd let George Kittle, if the 49ers can get in control of that game early on, George sits down too. In fact, in the second half, if things are really getting funny, say late in the third quarter, early fourth, Jimmy, you can sit your butt down too. Let Nick get some work in today. Jose 5408. And he says, funny thing is, Dee Ford ain't a starter, yet he's still being held back to keep him healthy. He does a job on them thirds, which is fine. Because with the rotation we got, did you know that they had a one formation? They had Dee Ford and Nick on the same side of the field. Can you imagine what Jerod Goff was thinking? Set, hut, time. Brilliant on Bobby Saleh, because that's going to distract the quarterback. No matter who you have over there playing offensive to stop anything, if I look up, if you got a tight end over there, half the offensive line, everybody next right of the center, left of the center, whichever side they're on, is going to be, as the ball is being snapped, they're looking down there. Is that Ford and Bosa on the same side? What the hell's going on with that? Flag comes flying in. Flag, delay a game, get Rams. That would confuse and scare me to death. You got Bosa and Ford coming off the same side? It doesn't even matter who's on the other side. I want to see that more often. I think they were experimenting this week to see how that would work. Downtime with DeMille, as I had so many people over the past few weeks tell them, man, your team looks good. They would tell me, man, you know, now, here's the thing, fam, you're going to get a lot of praise for the 49ers right now. You invite people over all the time. And, you know, serve up a nice meal and tell them to come in and make bets. Listen, I'm taking house bets. If the 49ers lose, I'm put the pot right here, what you could win. If you can equal that pot, we're on. Coach Timo says, I go back at our pre-draft free agency pods, and what I said about the defense, if we get the key personnel to make Salah's defense go, and then check what I said after we got him. Coach, I'll do just that, you know? Because I anticipated good things. I didn't have any idea as to the magnitude of what the force would be like, though. Gibson said they had 56 passing yards due to sacks. See, I think that's what they were adjusting for that stat. So, okay. Fable JVC, Bosa, Ford, Buckner, Quan, Sherm, Armstead, maybe. Oh, you're talking about the Pro Bowlers? Yeah, because Sherm makes it just for being Sherm. Last year he didn't make it because the 49ers were so bad, but Sherm's in. You're right. Quan is playing at a Pro Bowl level. Buckner finally should get the respect he needs. Ford and Bosa, that's 1, 2, 3. And Armstead's playing his brains out right now. Man. J-Tan, Pro Bowl, the whole defense of line. Mr. Superfly 87, Kittle, Pro Bowl, guaranteed. Forgot all about Kittle, man. And you know, Juice is going. That's one. We could have a lot of representation at Pro Bowl, but we ain't going to be able to play because we going to be in the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Or in some playoffs or something. Pedro Flores says, hey, best game of my life. I was so lit. 99% Niner fans, 1% Rams fans. Lost our force from talking so much. You know, you see that film, somebody ran a film, and it was panning across the stadium. And I remember seeing, who sent that clip? There was one Rams fan standing there, standing out like a sore thumb. Everything was red except for him. I still want to know, where is Taga Kale and Texas Boy? We've not seen Rudy in a long time. Real Talk, what was his name? Real Talk. Where are all these people, man? They don't want to talk to us anymore. Hey, how come you guys don't want to be friends anymore? We were the best of buddies prior to this game. Taga Kale will probably be back. He's probably busy. That's the most annoying individual I've ever seen. He's been around for a long time. Oh, there's a Rams fan. Rams territory, 17-41, Rams win. I forgot about him. You people should come back. We really enjoy your company. Now that your gun has been, all the bullets been taken out, the clip's been thrown away, come on in. You're okay. We like you. Especially Texas Boy. And, where are we on here? We got another guy here? Oh, I've been told to stop taunting Ronbo before you get a flag thrown on you. Fam, please hit that like. I love me some likes. I can't wait to see you. Friday, let's talk some more 49ers football. Have that prediction ready. We might wait till Saturday, but it'll probably be Friday. We'll see, all right? If nothing else, we'll talk between now and then anyway. Singing ooh la la, ooh la 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 la, ooh la la.